Steam reached Grey Wall and learned of its cultural differences, being greeted by a Minotaur who asked for an entry fee of teeth, to which Malachite was all too happy to oblige. The next day, Ezra and Malachite visited the Temple of the Dark Six and met the Flare Guard, along with discussing the religions of Joram and with a Gorgon priestess, while Skrelia, Temple, and Emma actually got business done and bought more supplies for their travels. With their errands complete, they also went to the theater. With their errands complete, Steam visited the abandoned House Kundarak enclave and found it full of squatters, one of whom was a kobold who showed them where the vault to the enclave was. The vault seemed to recognize Steam as it opened before them, and Bree walked out of the Kundarak vault's network to help them break a person out of the deep wards of the Dreadhold. And that is where we will pick up tonight's session. What?
He's bullying Riley.
Riley's bullying me.
I believe it.
What the fuck?
I believe it.
So, to reiterate, as soon as I bring up the map.
Out of everyone here, I bully Ish. No, I bully Sterling the least. I do not bully
You do
Sterling.
not.
You should be grateful.
Fuck
I'm
me.
married to them.
Z gets it the worst.
Yeah, I do.
Y'all are married.
Yeah.
It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
The territory. Okay. So,
This is not enough.
I'm sorry.
It makes me so mad.
as stated. Where's my music? There we go. Oh, that's right. It's nice and cool. So, as stated, you will all be entering by means of the Kundarak treasure vault, where all of your treasure is also stored. It is essentially a humongous pocket dimension that looks like a great big cavern. In this great big cavern, supplies are delivered to the Dreadhold every month. As I stated earlier, the supplies will be delivered 2 days from now. These supplies come in 3 carts, all of them dragged by manticores and guarded by various Kundarak dwarves. They will go in separately, one at a time, deliver the payload, which will be offloaded by a crew inside of the Dreadhold, and then brought back out. Once all 3 are done, no more for the next month. Each of the drivers has a silver amulet that will be used to activate the vault. So, do with that info what you will. Once inside, as I said, there will be a large crew, probably around 20 or so Kundarak dwarves inside.
Oh, damn.
All you need to do is go down one corridor. In that corridor is the entryway to the Deep Ward. I don't have a lot of info for you for what's down there, but that's how you get down there. You'll find the person you're after, get out, and then go from there. That's all the information I can really give all of you.
How the fuck do we get out? Do we get out the same way we came in?
She's gonna show us.
Oh, bro.
Well, yes, the silver amulets act both ways. So if you get your hands on one, you can get back into the vault. There are supposedly rumors that there's also a chasm into Kyber around there. So, if you get stuck, start digging.
Okay.
I've told you everything that I could gather, and it is a punishable by death offense, so please don't tell anybody I told you.
And don't get caught.
And, well, for your sake too, because what do you think Kundarak's going to do with all your gold if they realize it's you breaking in?
They're gonna garnish our wages.
I think they'll do a bit more than garnish. Not only that, they're the richest of the dragon-marked houses. They'll place large bounties on all of your heads.
Oh no, my assets are liquidized.
So do y'all have any questions for me?
How bad of an idea is this?
Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. But you asked, and I always deliver.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Are we all going inside?
I'm not girl yet.
You're not going in?
No. It's like what kind of dangers or what kind of things could be encountered there? Or
This is a stealth mission, though.
Your primary difficulty will be the House Kundarak guards. course, there will be the usual iron and gold guards, along with a ledger keeper. Also, supposedly, they have some kind of house Kenneth. They're called slaughter somethings. Machinations that are designed for slaughter. A lot of guarding. But assuming you can get, figure out the passcode, get a silver. Well, the silver amulet really only works for the bolt. I'm not sure how you'll get past all of the doors, which I should also mention, most of the doors are locked by multiple mundane locks, an arcane lock, and most, especially into the deep hold, will have a ward on them. And the ward can only be deactivated by a high-ranking Kundrak dwarf touching it, saying the passcode, and then also unlocking all the other shit.
Oh fuck.
Max security in prison, I'm not sure what to tell you.
The fuck are we gonna? You can't open.
I have
those
a
doors.
question for not Bree,
Yeah.
for
Even the
you.
ones that require someone to touch it.
And I
say
could be
something,
making this up, so correct me if I'm wrong.
I could always call
Druids
someone.
can technically change into any creatures that they've seen before, right?
Yeah. Assuming it's a beast,
Is a manticore not a beast?
might be an aberration.
What do they even? What the fuck is even a manticore? I think I've asked this
Manticore-
before again.
It's basically a lion with like wings
That's right.
and a scorpion tail.
That's right. That has to be a beast.
It's a monstrosity. So see, that was I don't know if y'all remember in the D&D movie, but the druid could shape into an owlbear.
That was incorrect.
And it was incorrect because owlbears aren't beasts.
Or it was a homebrew campaign.
Or it was a homebrew campaign. Look, I'm very lenient with y'all, alright?
AKA, he's not giving me a manticore shapeshift.
Because the wording says beast.
What if I say please?
He did say please.
Please.
You got it.
Please.
No.
Okay.
Very
I mean,
polite.
druid of the circle of the moon, right?
Hey, it was worth it.
The moon.
That would be a cool Siberius ability, though. Being able to turn into any creature you've seen ever. How
Well, I
cool
thought
is
that was like a thing. Well, it's
No,
like any creature.
like even
So-
monstrosities.
Yeah.
Like turn into a gelatinous cube.
Just get the
To a
fucking
beast, yeah.
Omnitrix.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh yeah, exactly.
Column of the beast-shaped tail. Yeah, it has to say beast. Because monstrosity implies that like a demonic influence caused it to transform. So it's not natural. And druids transform into natural things.
Oh,
So-
okay, yeah.
So I was thinking about owlbear, like basically like it had been malformed.
What if you naturally?
Ew.
So Emma doesn't like.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Not wrong.
Well, she doesn't like aberrations. I'm just trying to think of ways that we can do this.
Smoothly.
Yeah,
So
cause
one thing that I was telling Zeke is that the one that requires someone to touch it and say something, I could technically, possibly more than likely convince one of them.
I'll show a little leg. Stick your leg
A
out.
lot of leg.
A lot of leg.
You can turn your leg into whatever leg they want.
true.
This is true.
Okay, I mean, we can, well, we definitely need to take Temple because of the doors. Right?
It's a good band.
3 doors down.
No, he's
The doors.
The doors?
Is a band.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm just gonna state it. Arcane the knock is one lock at a time. Doesn't undo all of them.
Is
Yeah,
knock
yeah, we
a
know that.
spell
Oh, yeah.
or is
We
it
need-
a
Yeah, we need to
trick?
knock on every single door.
You need to knock on every single lock.
multiple times. is what it's
And what level spell is
I think it's like it's not too high.
4 doors?
Yeah, but
Lock.
if each door
Yeah,
has
3
four
locks or
on
4
it,
locks, yeah.
Well, I meant I can decipher the lock. It's an arcane lock, not an actual lock.
No, there are mundane locks on these.
That I can get to.
Yeah, we can take that. But the magical locks.
Yeah.
So, Skrelia, you're staying.
Australia, it was not gonna go. It seems like a bad decision. Plus, God is kind of mad at her.
So you can't be adding stealing to that or
Or
breaking
like,
into
if
a-
we have to kill a dwarf, it would not be great. Not a good look with the G-man.
The Kalak Shosh is more like the Force than an actual god.
Yeah.
The Force man, the F man.
Not a good look for the tiny microorganisms in my blood.
Okay.
I was thinking that in my head, but I didn't say it.
So Ezra, I will go ahead and make a slide, just like a general sleight of hand check as you start to think about opening these doors.
I need to preemptively do cast.
25.
So your normal pick lock or lock pick that you
Yeah.
keep on you, you've had since you were wandering the streets of Sharn, is fine for the everyday, breaking into a person's house door. Breaking into max security prison locks might not be the best.
Okay.
But you've heard of these, high quality lockpicking kits that, they have these mithril wires that help get in. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Soda got you, huh?
Sort of got
Yes.
me.
They have these mithril wires that can help you lock picks. On top of that, they have Dolur infused wires that could also help you lockpick arcane locks. And you're in a very shady town.
This is you telling me that I should go get this.
Ezra could figure this out on their own. And
Okay.
ask around, see what they can find.
Okay.
They might not find mithril, but they'll find something equivalent.
We are in Drum.
Greywall.
Yeah, in Greywall.
Yeah.
Not a very good country. I could find something.
Yeah, we need to come back. I mean, because we still have technically 2 days.
You have 2 days. And
Should
it's evening, technically.
Should we prepare then?
We should absolutely prepare.
I have a question. Would
Yes.
there be any it's obviously this dark, dank prison. There are no lights. Everyone
There are no
uses
lights.
dark vision.
Exactly.
Okay. If hearing about this, would there be a possibility that there would be rats and spiders and shit down there in the prison?
You also remember Bree mentioned it is a Lemanian manifest zone.
Uh-huh.
So yes, there are definitely beasts in this prison.
Yeah.
They'll probably just be supercharged. So probably a bit large, probably more like a dire rat. But you're confident you could make something work.
If I was to be a rat and they saw me, they wouldn't be like, that's not supposed to be here.
No, they would not. Bree would let you know. No, they wouldn't be surprised, but they would probably try to exterminate. They like keeping a clean prison. And not only that, the beast, because it's in a Lemanian manifest zone, could become something greater, so they're very serious about exterminating. But that's not to say that at some point some other rodent had made tunnels inside of the red hole. You could make it work. Just like you're making it work now.
Oh my god, I hate you.
What? Keep flirting with you.
Yeah.
Unless you
I'm
want
just trying to think.
So no rat and no spider.
I could do rat, but if they saw me, they might try to step on me. But if there was
I can always
Rat
make you
holes?
invisible.
Invisible rat.
I guess
Yeah.
my thought process is if I do something like a rat, and I follow alongside them going through the doors and shit, I could hear them saying any passwords or something that the rooms might have.
You want
It's
me to be invisible?
more espionage rat type shit.
Invisible rat.
Well, and think about it. You transform into a rat or mouse. Somebody goes invisible.
Yeah, put me in your pocket.
Just good old pocket rat.
That's right
Just
up your
ignore
alley,
me.
dude.
I can cast invisibility as a cantrip.
Yeah, but if you cast on yourself,
I can get. I
And you
can.
can
I can
put-
do it to one other willing creature. Yeah.
okay.
So me and a willing creature. If I
But-
get willing.
And this might be totally metagaming. If I was in, well, I don't even know if metagaming is the right term. If I was in his pocket, he's invisible.
You're
I'm a
technically
rat.
in my inventory, so
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah,
you go
but
invisible.
you could also cast it technically on somebody else, or is that
Yeah.
pushing it?
Mhm.
No. Is that metagaming? Yes, but it's good metagaming.
Oh.
You're pushing the bounds, not I could technically do this and
Uh-huh.
you really should. No, this is pushing the bounds. And what I was implying,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Malachite could pocket you.
Pocket rat.
Yeah, but also
Invisible.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking is like
Yeah, as
Then
long
you
as
could-
it's not just a floating rat.
yeah.
It wouldn't be. That's not how.
Like
That's not how
the
this
weird
works.
silhouette.
No, yeah, I was curious because like in my other D&D, I play a ranger, but I have a cloak of invisibility, but I also have like my companion. So sometimes like they'll like stand between my legs while I have the cloak and
Yeah.
will.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
that's really cool. And then you could Ezra have a pocket temple.
Ow.
It's a short joke.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. It just went over her
You're
head
like,
so-
how?
I was like,
I mean, I guess I could
no.
carry him. No, that wouldn't count though. He's not in my inventory. Alright.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think
Get
of ways
smaller.
that we can like hear the codes, get through. However, because I mean, we're probably gonna have to sneak one of the silver amulets off somebody so we can leave. We're
Let's leave.
But I mean, if you have invisibility, I mean, technically, and I'm not saying I want to do this, but like the three of you could go. Worst comes to worst, Ezra has to turn into a gnome dwarf. I
I
don't know.
can't.
No, because
They'll
I
stay the
think your
same height.
height will stay
Yeah.
the same.
I would just be a
really-
really, really tall dwarf for
Tall
some
dwarf.
reason.
Yeah, just say you're,
take out your kneecap.
or just walk on your
My
knees.
fucking kneecaps alone.
I'm just trying to
With
think of ways.
With a combination of like a disguise kit and your transforming powers, you're pretty confident that you could, you know.
I'm honestly the last person I'm worried about is Ezra.
Yeah.
The last person I'm worried about is him.
Yeah.
The person I'm more worried about is both of you guys.
Why?
Not really you. You.
Disguise kids?
But you don't need disguise kits. You're literally a walking disguise kit.
Want to make themselves
Yeah.
look shorter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't have a disguise. I have cost. No, I do have a disguise kit. Never mind.
You should.
Yeah, I never used it.
Even I have one.
I mean, because I mean, at least with Emma, they can. I mean, I guess you could polymorph yourself. Temple, can you do that?
What if we all got disguise kits?
I think polymorph is only a creature.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, what if we all got disguise kits and pretended we were part of them?
I already have one. I'm on board, but it's you.
Like, what if? Because how many are doing the shipment again?
So it's 3 different carts. The carts are pulled by manticores, so 3 different manticores. There are no numbers on how many escorts they have.
And all the carts are going to that
So
section.
3 carts, yeah.
This is any beast.
City Beast, okay.
And then how many of y'all speak Dwarvish?
I think but you have understand languages, right?
I have a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of them.
Yes. it
Actually, I
is.
don't. I speak Goblin. Sorry. So I don't speak Dwarf.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
We're just saying we could do a disguise kit, knock out 4 of them,
Take their place?
take their place.
Do we really want to cause a commotion? You think we
But
could
we
do that
don't know
quietly?
any of the passwords. And there's what do you say? 3 dwarves that like walk it
No.
in and walk it out.
Exactly.
And there's
There'll be
1, 2,
drivers.
3. There's at least 3 doors just to get to the gates that lead us down.
Yeah.
So the gates have a
Look,
key.
Yeah.
1, 2,
2, 3.
this way.
Oh, you have it
Yeah,
flipped
yeah, yeah.
versus
1,
okay,
2,
my
3,
bad.
and
Yeah.
then the gate, and then who knows how many doors, and then maybe the door to get to the prisoner. We don't know. We're looking at least 7 doors.
And each
Maybe.
one has like 3 to 4 locks on it, probably.
Yeah. So we need the pass keys.
I'm stupid.
What's up?
We're level 13 and I just realized after any long rest I can change my cantrips.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I figured. So you're gonna change something to mending or something?
Yeah.
Nice. We've needed that the whole
I
campaigns.
just never realized it was after every short or after every long rest.
Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Then are we gonna get into the carts?
Let's see. With my
don't
third
know where the cards go.
eye.
The carts are all gonna go down. We already know the carts are gonna take us where we need to go.
No.
Yeah, with the
You
third
said
eye
that.
I
You
can
said-
only
didn't
read
you say
it.
that last time that they go in different directions and she can't tell us where exactly they're gonna go?
No. She will point you. She will help you rendezvous
We'll
with,
know
with the
where,
carts.
Yeah.
And then what you do with the carts, she can't help.
I could just
Oh.
be a rat on the
I can
cart.
ritual cast unseen servant.
Oh god.
Have it walk around.
Just walk really slowly though.
Yeah. It like
How
hovers.
slow?
And
Is
then
it?
Yeah, kind of. Their movement speed is still like 15 feet though.
Yikes.
But I can have it with us. It says it can move more than 60 feet away from it.
Yeah, it can, but how quick does it move?
It doesn't say. It says has an AC of 10, 1 hit
Ooh.
point, and a strength of 2, and it can attack. If it drops to 0 hit points, the spell ends.
It has
Oh, there
one
it
hit
is.
point.
As
Move
a
up to
rat,
15
I think
feet.
I have 1 hit point too.
Yeah, you can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and interact with them.
Just get
Yep.
kicked and you're done.
Not even kicked, just like sneezed on.
Grabbed hard.
Don't
Grab
sneeze.
part.
Like you forget you have a rat in your pocket and you're like, hey! It's just Emma.
Just pop.
And I just fucking Ant-Man out of your pocket.
Clothes get ripped.
Yeah.
Can I have my donut, please?
Hmm. Oh, you want it on there? You don't care if I touch it?
No.
I was so certain about
Do you
this
want a
the whole
certain
week.
one?
Now I'm uncertain.
No, I don't matter.
So we'll say that y'all head back to the Golden Dragon Inn and are quietly discussing these things.
Yeah, we definitely. We're not
Yeah.
They can ritual
So
cast
we're breaking
comprehend
in, right?
languages.
yeah, we're not just gonna like say this out loud. I'm gonna put this right here because I don't know.
Why would you put it?
I don't care.
Okay. Are they good?
Smell amazing.
I'm sorry, Sterling.
You can always just leave one for Sterling.
True.
Have
You
him
can.
Like
Nah,
that.
then it'd be all stale and hard.
It's in like a sealed thing. Okay.
This was my first meal today, so.
So let's just. I guess we'll just have to go in the carts.
Like I can ritual cast comprehend languages. I can ritual cast. What's the one I always use? Forget what it's called.
Hmm.
Or you can all talk to each other mentally.
Hmm.
Mind
Like a
telepathy?
telepathic bond. And unseen servant. Those are 3 ritual casting stealth spells.
Let's go get those disguise kids, just in case. Oh no, the picks, right? The lock picks, just in case.
Like the ones that
Um,
specifically can open arcane locks.
The nicer ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say it's the next day. So this will be because it's going to be like 11 a.m. is whenever the carts are going to be ready,
So
essentially.
tomorrow.
So tomorrow in the morning.
morning.
So
We're so fucked.
Ezra, make just a general persuasion check as you kind of you go through the Calavas district.
27.
27? Okay. So, you start asking around kind of the shadier parts of the Calavas district, and you're pointed towards the Sur Karath district. And as a changeling, it's not hard for you to convince the Flayer Guard that, hey, I have business in there. You should let me in. As you start asking around in there, a bugbear approaches you with beautiful purple fur. He says,
It's a bug.
I hear you're asking about some implements for a thief.
This is so shady.
Implements?
Implements.
That's what we want to call it, sure.
Alright. Here, step into my office as he just walks down a back alley.
We're not with you. You're alone.
Yeah, I know.
Hell yeah, alley office.
Mm-hmm.
This bugbear
On the FEMA trailer.
transforms into a normal changeling. Bleached hair, white hair, everything. It's polite to reveal your true self whenever another changeling reveals their true self.
Fair enough. They will.
Oh God! I'm from the city of the lost. You would have heard about this.
Yeah, that's where most changelings are from here.
And we heard from the Gorgon priestess that a changeling had recently entered the city. I can help you with what you're looking for, but let me ask you this. Are you interested in... Is this group keeping you against their will?
Blink once.
No.
No?
No, if anything, this is the first group I've found that has taken me in.
Wonderful.
Thank God I'm not there.
Our,
Shut the fuck up, Jimbo.
I'm not there.
our I hope you understand, our peoples do have a, at least in the Eastern nations, a much more sordid history. Much more, not depraved, racist. The racist towards us.
The racist.
So-
I am aware that's why I don't really do this.
Understandable. As do we all. That being said, and they'll kind of just open up their coats and you'll just see this implement. What do you buy?
Oh God, not this guy.
Essentially, it's going to be 25 gold for an expert lock thieves kit. It essentially gives you a plus 10 to pickpocket checks.
Sleight
And
of
is yeah, sleight of hand. No, wait. Sleight of hand is a well, not pick. Yeah, not okay. Yes, it's a plus 5 to pickpocketing, a plus 10 to lock pick.
What do I roll for lockpicking then?
So it's a tool. So lockpicking uses basically dexterity. You're proficient with it, and then that's usually it. But because these are schmancy, it gives you a plus 10 as well. So you'll roll a d20, add your dexterity, your proficiency, and the 10. Because these lockpicks are not fucking around, or these
So
locks.
let me
Can
write
they
this
add
down.
their jack of all trades too?
It's a tool.
It is
Skill is like
lockpicking.
skill is
You
I
want to
thought
argue
it
that
was
lockpicking
but I
isn't
thought
a skill?
lockpicking had to do with sleight of hand. That's how I've been rolling it this whole time.
You were
If
cheating.
anything, I've been rolling less than I should have.
yes. Thieves' tools, a lockpicker's kit, or some equivalent to lockpick.
Well, I wasted it.
If they're yeah. So are you? So you would be proficient, and yeah. So that would affect jack of all trades. But to be clear, it is not a sleight of hand check is pickpocketing or quickly changing hands. It's not actually lockpicking.
Okay.
So,
So you
but
need to add your jack of all trades to it. How much do you add in your jack of all
I
trades?
think it's just plus 2.
Well, it's Jack of all trades is whatever my.
Proficiency is. That's right.
So it's a plus 5.
Hold on. Hold
Another
on.
one?
Hold on. Let me.
Another plus
Plus 10, plus 5.
Half my proficiency bonus rounded down.
Yeah. Okay.
So plus 2.
Plus 2.
So plus
Yeah,
2,
plus 2.
plus your dex,
Plus
plus your
proficiency.
proficiency, plus 10.
Yeah.
God dang, dude.
I need to write this down.
Base is just plus 15 with this fucking. God,
So I have to roll it
a d20.
for lockpicking. This is
Yeah.
with the professional one, right? The-
Yeah. A expert an expert lockpicking kit, or expert thieves tools if you want to, since it does help with pickpocketing as well. Sorry,
Unless I'm
lockpick pickpocket is messing with my dyslexia.
It's fine. And that's not a thing that I can find on D&D Beyond.
It should be a tool. Like if I did it, I would add lockpicking as a tool, or thieves kit as a thieves tools as a tool, and then just add a note somewhere saying plus 10. But well, there's a reason I don't really use D&D Beyond outside of our Sunday night campaign.
Okay, thieves tools.
Mm-hmm. This is a homebrew thing. You're not going to find like experts.
Yeah.
You need
Okay.
this.
So I'm gonna have to. That's you.
Modify it.
Thank
Shut up.
You took out all.
Did you get my Discord message?
Yes,
Okay.
I already have one
Perfect.
in the chamber.
Okay. Okay, notes. Roll D20.
How many
So-
come per pack?
It
Roll
is a
D20.
kit, so essentially, I'll give it like 5 charges. So basically, if you break things 5 times, you'll have to buy another one.
Doesn't it only break when you fail?
Yeah, exactly. When it's like a bad fail too.
Okay, so roll a D20.
dad
Add what else?
So Dex,
Oh, so sorry. to hear
Proficiency,
about you
jack of
guys.
trades.
That-
He gets
Okay,
5
that
big
just
wounds.
fucking went away.
so
Add Dex, proficiency. Why can't I spell?
That's just so stupid, dude.
Proficiency.
you could just put PB,
PB.
proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus.
Oh.
Peanut
Personal
butter.
best.
Oh,
Peanut butter.
peanut butter.
Dr. Pig. No, sorry. That's
Dexterity proficiency bonus, jack of all trades.
And then a flat +10. So while Ezra, oh, and did you want to? This guy would have disguise kits as well.
I'm gonna buy the 2 more.
Okay.
Just in
You
case.
have one.
I have one, yeah. Just in case.
I want to say they're pretty
Come out of that
cheap.
form.
They're like
Oh, they are also 25 gold a pop. So
That's fine.
75 gold.
Did you know Ezra's loaded?
I mean, yes, I did know that. I still a lot more expensive on those. So while Ezra has gone to get these tools and the kits, is anybody else wanting to do anything to help get prepared?
I'm just doing a little jig.
It's a lot of jigging.
Just mini rocking.
In the
What's him?
gritty.
He's just Millie rocking.
Just mini rocking.
Should we like scope out the area where would Bree have told us like where the dwarves are gonna gather like for the to bring the supplies?
Jeez. Yes. So we'll say that somebody goes with Bree to scout
It's
out the
gonna be you.
location.
It's gonna be me.
Does anybody else go with
Show
them?
some cleavage.
Well, I mean, can I come back and do that too? Because I would like to scout this. This is my thing. Would I get back on them?
I can go with her.
Okay.
I'll go with
Yeah,
her.
because this is like you're already doing one thing.
Okay.
So
I'll go with her just because I don't like Bree and I don't trust Bree around
Okay.
a pretty girl like Emma.
I'm dragging
So-
you along.
Bree would take. Who are you today?
Yeah, it's gonna be Malachi because
Oh.
he's proficient in stealth.
So you're not flipping. You're
No.
just saying you are,
Mm-hmm.
but you're supposed to be flipping.
I
I
made
mean, this is technically the same day as.
no,
Well,
it's
no,
the
it's
next day.
not.
No.
Did you flip today?
I didn't flip today,
Oh.
but I made this choice before where he gets to choose, and
You've
as long
been
as Sarah.
choosing a lot.
No, I've been flipping
He's
every
been
round.
flipping.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I've been flipping since he decided to like.
That's why
okay.
he's been Malachite so much.
You've been Malachite a lot.
He just keeps.
He keeps
rolling,
flipping
keeps-
Malachite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flipping.
Wait, which was which?
This the D20 is Malachite,
And the heart.
and the
is-
heart is Sarah's.
Jesus
Heart.
The heart, like
On the other side.
poker,
Oh,
the poker symbols.
What is it?
you said D20's Malachite?
Yeah.
Okay.
D20.
Yeah, there you
That's all I
go.
ask. That's all I ask. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I've been
Malachite,
flipping.
Emma. Bree takes you through the Kundarak Vault into the network, which, like I said, is a vast pocket dimension. I don't know if y'all have ever been in like Carlsbad Caverns or an actual cavern,
Mm-hmm.
but just imagine like instead of the rocks being close up, like this thing is just the sky is made of caverns. It is gargantuan. At the center, you would see what looks like almost a building of sorts. And it is a large bank. You see dwarves going in and out, teleporting in and out. But you, because you're in what is supposed to be a derelict and destroyed vault key, are up on a hill, essentially, or a vault portal, up on a hill essentially, and hidden away from all of that. Bree will kind of point down somewhere, and you'll see that it's very. It has the least amount of traffic, but also has like a guard or two just kind of patrolling around, and also points out that you can see that 3 carriages are already being loaded. Make perception checks as you kind of look at the carriages.
I want you to know the thieves' tools that you, with all the shit that you gave me, no matter what, I will roll a 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know shit.
Just making
You have to
sure.
roll higher than a 21. I want you to know that.
Okay.
29.
Jeez. Okay.
8.
8. Okay. Malachi, you're overwhelmed
looking at my feet.
by the sheer amount of movement. Emma, you would see that the carts are being loaded with foodstuffs, clothing, beds, things to help people live.
Sun's out my eyes.
Another cart is being filled with looks like alchemical materials and other metals that are you can only ascertain are used for some kind of experiments being conducted in the Dreadhold. And then the third cart is filled with beer and ale.
Sounds sketchy.
Are these carts like covered, or are they just like carts with like shit stacked on them,
Yep.
nothing covering like
Nothing
what's
covering them. They
Okay.
are very organizedly stacked shit.
okay?
Beautifully organized.
Okay.
But yes, they're not covered up. They are exposed and very well laden. The manticores have not been attached yet, though, since you have another day. But you can tell that there's a lot of stuff on there, and it's very well organized.
Mm.
And it's still being organized.
Mm.
So You know where the carriages are. You know where they're going to go. Bree kind of looks at you. So, are there any other house contract secrets you'd like me to show you?
She's annoyed.
L.
I can't see, the sun is out.
No, it's a pocket dimension.
Oh, that's fair.
Let's get
That's good.
You'd see fucking
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
The
Is
new
there anything else you're reading out that we might need?
It's kind of a bummer that they aren't covered.
Yeah.
Would it be
I
too
was-
much of a hassle to cover them? To ensure
Well,
our...
they would probably be like,
With
"Ayo, why
it.
is the shit covered up?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not equipped with covers. So
Yeah. It'd be like out of the norm. That's why I was hoping they would be covered, because I was gonna say we could smuggle at least like myself or Temple on them if they were covered, but they're so organized that if anything was out of place, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
And you see that there's no space between any of the containers. They're like squished between.
Well,
you notice that right now there are, but you're not sure about the following day.
They're
Yeah.
just loading things.
They're still moving.
is there anything else we need to see while we're here?
Not that I can think of.
The guards, are they any specific? Are they dwarves as well?
They're heavily armored, plated up dwarves
Okay.
with what look like spears.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Temple, Skrilla, is there anything y'all are wanting to do to
Still
get
jigging.
ready?
Still jigging.
You're still jigging.
Still
He
jigging.
was showing me a Korean girl.
Ooh.
Still jizzing.
Still jizzing.
Because
Uh,
they
Huh?
did a new
That's what he
collab.
said. It wasn't me.
Jigging.
Jizzy.
Jigging till it jizz.
Still jizzing.
Like
I don't know what to do.
the day, well, not the day before, but like the
This is the day before.
before y'all go,
Mm-hmm.
Skrilla gonna cast a spell on y'all.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's called Aid, and
Oh, I
it's
got
gonna be yes, space aids.
Wizard aids.
Wades.
Weeds.
What is it?
It is a 4th level aid, and it's gonna give y'all 15 extra HP.
Oh, sick.
That's pretty sick.
Temporary
15.
HP?
Yeah.
It increases, but
It'll be before you leave. It'll be before y'all leave.
Yeah.
So technically, they haven't cast it.
I could. It only says I could do 3, up to 3 creatures.
Uh-huh.
Could I do 4 just this once?
Dang!
Wow, you say please and Sterling says yes.
Because
We say
technically, you can
please,
just cast
it's
the spell
fuck
twice.
off.
So-
Oh well, I can't.
Is it a concentration?
When you cast it at higher levels, can you do more?
No, it
Oh,
just
okay.
raises the total HP that you get.
Damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But it says your hit points increase by additional 5 for each slot above 2nd. So since it's a 4th, it's 15. Yeah, it's 4. That's as far as they go.
He doesn't have any spell slots, remember?
Mm-hmm. I just got these.
So spell them.
Yeah.
Spell levels.
Oh,
and
and you only
Yeah,
have
spell
one
levels.
level 4th spell.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. She's capped.
I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say you take preparations to give you just that little bit of extra oomph to give it to one more person.
Yeah.
Well, let's say that's what you're doing today, is getting ready to cast that spell.
Cool.
Sitting in the corner.
Right. So,
That
and
stuff's
Temple's
so
just
good.
Temple's just jigging it up.
Just read.
Jizzing it up.
Reading?
Yeah.
All right.
Reading.
It's a romance novel.
Okay.
It's gay porn.
It's a manga.
50 Shades of Gay.
At the end of the day, you'll all meet back up,
The day that
have dinner.
50 Shades
Um,
of Wiz.
Is there anything you wanted to share with each other about what you all found out?
Yeah, Emma would share with the group everything that she saw today.
Ezra's gonna hand out the disguise kits to you guys.
Okay.
I was asked if you guys were holding me hostage.
Are we?
Are we?
Yes.
We're not? wait, what?
I'm being held hostage by this one. Tip on. Tippling.
I'm sorry. Are you saying being held hostage?
Because the other
Is that
The
what
other
you're asking?
changeling.
was asking if the
Oh,
group was
okay.
holding Ezra
Oh,
hostage.
you're just showing it.
Yeah.
You're just asking them.
Yeah. Just letting them know.
Someone accused us
Prisoner
of
of the state.
kidnapping.
I mean,
Deep state.
it's not wrong. Just not this state.
Why would people keep changing this? Never mind. I answered my own question.
What
Never
is
mind.
the answer to that question?
You know the fact that
I
was
answered
that
my own
Malachi
question.
asking?
No, that was me.
Okay, because
Thinking out
Malachi
loud.
would know Ezra's backstory.
Yeah. That was me thinking.
And that
out
would have
loud.
been really funny. He's like, why would changes be held hostage as if they weren't?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
For sex reasons.
Probably. Some people.
Probably.
Probably.
Since- Okay. Would anybody like to ask a question?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I'll do that.
That's been good money on
question. This might be the last time she sees you.
Oh my
Stop!
Did she say that?
No, but she's thinking it. She's gonna give y'all a family prayer before y'all go. It's really country.
Hell yeah.
All right. Oh, this is a great one. If
Did you read it beforehand?
if you could remove the risk from any dangerous activity in order to try it once, which one would you choose?
This
This.
one.
Robbing a high security.
Committing a heist.
That one answers itself.
That was an easy one.
Ezra.
Hmm.
As y'all are enjoying your dinner, the door flies open. Letter for Steam, letter for Ezra, and just swoosh.
Did you say it to me?
And then they, and the letter gently
The
floats
corner
and lands in front of
Just
you.
stinks in Ezra's forehead.
Did you send me a
Triple
message?
blood.
I sent you a letter through Discord.
We're getting love letters.
We just got a
From
letter.
admirers.
We just got a letter.
I wonder
who it's from.
Yeah, who the fuck is this from?
Mm.
Oh, it's like an actual letter that you wrote
Yes.
or typed. What
Yes.
the fuck happened to the formatting?
Just what do you
What the fuck did happen?
ASL.
You might want to look at it.
Oh, no.
It probably looks different on his computer.
Maybe.
Oh,
Odor.
it's because you're using fucking iPad bullshit. Oh no, that's fine.
Is it supposed
Yeah,
to be
it's
like that?
butchering
that's
it, but
fine.
it's fine. You can just, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just read it from like right.
Just
right.
right here. Okay.
It's a lot to read. I'm not expecting you to read it all right now.
They are. Look at them.
You can if you want to.
Is this important to like what's happening right now? Right now?
No,
Okay, I'll read it later then.
I did put. I find it very clever though, and I hope you enjoy it.
You got picked on by the teacher. Look at you. You're so excited.
I actually really hated that in school.
I know the teacher. Mr. Falcon.
Let's just say unnamed NPC got tired of waiting for you.
Oh no.
Oh, is that your underneath the house?
Your what?
I also
the servant we have at the house.
gave them a name and a backstory.
Okay.
Since you didn't.
I had a name and then I forgot it. You could do it. Don't
Okay.
care.
I find the name I gave them is incredibly clever. I want you to know that.
Oh my god, now I have to look at it. I want to look at it real quick. But go on, continue.
Wilkins.
Senior what?
It's Seymour Wilkins.
Oh, I thought you said Senior Wiggins.
That's better.
Seymour Wiggins.
Seymour
Okay.
Wiggins.
So, unless there's anything else you can specifically think
I'm
of,
fucking scared.
you'll get a good long night's rest. There we go. And get ready for the heist.
Make a good hearty breakfast.
Getting
Good
fucking
argument.
cyberpunk
Good
vibes right now. So my bestie's about to die.
Everybody gets a cinnamon roll.
There's actually a chunk of it that's not included. Oh wait, no, I fixed it.
Yeah, I think the formatting's freaking out because it's supposed to be a Chrome browser, and well,
Oh, you don't.
yeah. Well, even if you're using Chrome on an iPad, like it's not Chrome, it's like mobile Chrome. So, I mean, like I said, you don't have to read it now, but I'm sorry that it's giving you formatting errors. On a computer, it won't give you formatting errors.
Is it
That's
the
his way of
person's
saying
name
get a
404?
404.
Error 404.
Is that 404 like the error?
Name not
Oh my
found.
God.
Yeah, that's
Stupid.
funny.
That's cute.
They're Warforged.
Oh, they're Warforged?
Which is also clever because it's a Star Trek reference. So.
Oh.
7 of 9.
I keep forgetting
Four.
to bring you like a fidget toy. I have so many at my job.
You should definitely bring like 5 of those.
I will.
Yeah. Okay. So, the next morning, you all wake up. If y'all would like, you could spend a bit of extra money and have a hero's feast.
Oh, that gives us something.
Our,
Because it's plus something
no,
to
it's our final meal.
temporary.
Yeah,
Or not easy.
it like boosts us for a little bit.
You're about to be killed.
I think you're right on the name.
Yeah, no, that's what it's named. I just don't know what you have.
You should go
Yeah,
fight
so-
someone.
Plus some.
So to be clear,
Go fight someone.
it's 1,000 gold. But It takes you an hour to eat it, which you have plenty of time for. The creature that partakes in the feasts gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Your maximum HP increases by 2d10, and it gains, so basically it gains that amount to 2d10. And that's not temporary, that's like for the day. So, but it is 1,000 gold.
That's fine.
For all of us or each?
Yeah, it's a hero's feast, so the
So
feast is 1,000.
It feeds like 10 people or something, right? It's like a large amount.
That means we can eat once, twice.
It doesn't specify, but you'll be fine for the 4 of you. Yeah, as Skrilla, you're eating. So.
Yeah.
So,
Also, the spell
eating.
she casts lasts 8 hours.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we'll have it the whole day.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the most part.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and detract that from y'all's money.
No!
Oh man, now we're only down to 5,000 gold. Bro.
That doesn't
Bruh.
count how much
Are
money
we gonna
You
roll
had that-
the
you said that with the
2d10
same
or are you
energy
gonna
as,
roll
like,
it for
"Now
us?
gonna start.
I mean, I was gonna let y'all roll it, but if you
How's
want
it feel to
roll
be
it, I
back
can.
in the trenches
You know I
game?
roll like ass, Sterling.
This really is
sometimes.
playing
The
pretend. I get to pretend I
2d10
have
for
money.
your temporary.
Facts.
Hit points?
Yeah, I
I
was
think
like,
it is supposed to
Pretend
be
I have
1 though. So.
I was like, do you want us to roll it or are you gonna
Yeah,
roll it
because-
for us?
Because the spell, it's like 1 instance of the spell.
I don't know why I
So.
laughed.
9 and 4, so
13.
13 HP.
13
For everyone?
temporary.
Yeah, 13.
On top
no,
of the
no,
15.
13 maximum HP for the day, and then the 15 temporary HP.
So 27.
So the temporary HP, like once that's gone, that's gone.
Yeah.
This 13
This-
HP can
this-
be
So you can
healed.
heal.
Yeah.
So should we put that in override max HP or 8 max HP modifier?
I think it was
I would do the
max HP
modifier.
modifier, yeah. So
Because
it's
that way you
13.
can just erase it.
Yes.
Because the modifier lets you just put it back down to 0. Override is like if you want to have like 1,000 HP.
13 didn't do it. The adding that didn't do anything, so I don't know if it's
You don't
that.
add, I think you add your total plus the 13. Right?
Oh, because I typed in 13, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't change it. I think I'm just gonna add it and then I'll fix
It's
it
about
afterwards.
tracing lasts an hour, doesn't it?
I mean, if you want to use the temporary hit points, just remember that 13 of the temporary hit points can be healed. So just to keep it straightforward. Oh, now the music's
That's
not
an hour. I don't want to use it
How
at the
long,
beginning.
I was gonna say, how long do you think it's gonna take us to go from here to here?
Remember, we're gonna go see a prisoner.
This says each of
Yeah,
the
but is there gonna be guards down
maximum and
in
current.
the deep? That's the thing.
So
is
basically,
Bree
usually
doesn't
whenever
know
you gain
what's down
maximum,
there, so
you
we
don't
really
heal that
have
maximum.
Oh, okay.
But this heals you
Yeah.
for it, basically.
Override.
Before we go, I'm also gonna pass. I'm gonna cast Mass Without a Trace.
Mine's different,
Okay.
remember?
As you
Is that it
approach
do
the portal.
Question: Can you
I have
is
95.
invisible a
So
concentration
mine did
or
different
no?
than you.
So
It was
invisibility,
off the app, I
it'll
rolled
work.
mine.
I think
Oh,
up
yeah,
to.
that
That's
should-
quite some
I'm just
time
saying
actually.
It's an hour,
Yeah.
but I believe it is also concentration.
Yes. So if something attacks you, attacks me, or I lose concentration, it'll not affect the both of us anymore. So you can't cast anything when you're invisible. So the invisibility, I'm thinking of it for just to get us there, right?
It kind of sucks that you don't have greater invisibility yet.
I don't have
You know,
invisibility.
I was gonna add that to my spells.
the
I
house.
What's
I
the
was gonna add
difference?
that to my spells.
When I
Greater
read it, it just says it can make you invisible.
Greater
Yeah.
visibility, it doesn't end if you do something.
Invisibility
Oh.
does.
Yeah,
Mm.
invisibility does.
The house
Yeah.
gave me that cantrip, so.
I was gonna add it, but I was like, I'll never use
So
it.
can you technically do pass without
just want
trace and invisibility at the same time?
I think so. Because
Pass Without a Trace, I believe, is also.
That was my reason for asking.
Pass Without a Trace isn't.
it's concentration,
It is
1
a
hour.
concentration.
Then
Didn't Sterling give me invisibility? I just never wrote it down.
yeah, invisibility is concentration as well.
So I can't use both. Which would you prefer then?
We probably do best with invisibility, no?
I mean, that's advantage on stealth checks. So
And Pass Without a Trace is just a
it's
plus 10.
I got blessed.
And only that, to be clear, like Pass Without a Trace is like a cloud manifesting over the ground. Like if that approaches the
Yeah, let's do
Like-
invisibility then.
Like you would have remembered whenever you were going into
That
the
last
kobold
one.
den.
Yeah.
Like they could see the cloud, just not inside of it.
Yeah, so I'll do invisibility and I'll cast it on myself and Emma.
Okay.
Pocket rat.
Am I crazy?
No.
Didn't you give me invisibility for
Temple,
being...
because you're gonna be a rat, right? And I'm gonna hold on to you.
If you're talking about the time that you were in like the House Fjarlin,
Yeah.
that was minor illusion.
Minor illusion, okay.
Which you know, that's also something you can cast. Like, you can make yourself look like a dwarf.
Making myself
Not with minor.
nervous.
Not with minor illusion.
Minor illusion.
That's like a 5 by 5
And
Object.
cube object.
So I'll cast invisibility on Temple.
Maybe major.
Or do you want it?
Maybe
I don't
that's what I'm
really want to
thinking.
worry about you.
Would you be able to get a invisibility scroll, or are we too far in the trenches for that?
You're too far.
Too far.
Yeah. It's okay, I'll cast invisibility on Temple and myself and I'll put Rat Emma in my pocket.
And then we get Consular Trace.
No, I can only use one. Because they're both concentration.
Right, okay.
Rema.
Rema!
Rat Emma.
Like
Kinda
Remy.
like Remy.
Yeah.
Rema.
Okay. So, as you're all casting your spells and getting ready, Bree activates the portal.
Wait, before that, I'm gonna ritual cast.
Telepathic Bomb?
Yeah.
Telepathic bomb. Okay. Whenever you're ready, head through the portal. May the host be with ye, as I certainly won't be. And she
This
pulls up a little bench chair and just takes a seat.
And I still have what I took from the vault.
Or what?
Last session, I took something from the vault.
Did you?
I forgot what it was.
It was like it was a writ, a blank writ essentially.
The fuck is a you know my ass.
Squarlia puts a blade of grass in each of your pockets, and it's like love, peace, ice cream, and collard greens. And then it's just like this.
Oh, that's her prayer.
Family
That's so
ritual
cute.
prayer.
Love, peace, ice cream, and collard greens.
It's
Thank
silly. It's silly, but it helped.
I love that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
So we each have a blade of grass in our pockets now. I'm adding that to my inventory.
Blade of grass.
Stealthily
So-
kill someone.
you all enter the pocket dimension, a gargantuan cavern, the sky filled with rocks. Below you, you see the Kundarak bank enclave, gargantuan and bustling. It doesn't take a perception check, because you can easily see the 3 manticores being hitched to the 3 wagons, all loaded up with stuff. There are 2 squats on either side of these wagons as they're being loaded, and you would see that a 3rd squad is essentially at the dreadful teleporting vault gate. What do you do? So, to be clear, Malachite, Temple, are you going to be Malachite for the day?
Yeah, because I know he would not have let Saris come out, because Saris is gonna fuck it up. He's gonna fuck it up.
Okay.
I think your rolls are gonna fuck it up.
Stop!
Make a wisdom.
Also, real quick, if I cast this at a 4th level or at a 3rd level,
Yeah.
could I also do it on Ezra?
Invisibility.
Yeah.
So, okay, you're not using the cantrip version, to be clear.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you're
gonna
going
be
to-
using.
if
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
be using
hire
the
9 level.
actual higher level spell. I want to
Yeah.
be able to get
Yeah.
the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Just remember, you still have your cantrip version.
Mhm.
But yeah, you can still. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast it at a 3rd level. Though.
But before you do that, make a wisdom's. This is you waking up real fast because you're forcing yourself to be Malachite. Make a
Mhm.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom's.
Don't you get...
Wait, but
I.
we flipped for it.
This is
This
the
is
3rd
new
day.
day.
New
This is
day.
This is a new day.
This is D-Day.
Don't you get advantage on wisdom saving throws?
Well,
I had my
if you're
proficiency.
Saris,
Yeah.
No, because of the Hero's Feast.
this was before you ate.
Oh, this is way in the
This
beginning.
is when
Oh,
you
that's
woke.
right,
This is
yeah.
whenever you determine.
You opened your
Well,
eyeballs.
this is Skrilia's aura.
So you're not unless you're sleeping next to Skrilla, you don't get the aura.
Man.
He's trying to find a reason.
Yeah, you would have got.
Nice.
24.
You're easily.
What?
Would have been Malachite.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the
Would have
coin.
been Malachite.
Yeah.
You should have just flipped it.
No, knowing my luck, it wouldn't have been. Watch. Saris.
We'll take issues with.
Uh.
Is Malachite manifests for the day with no side effects. So, all y'all invisible with Rima in Malachite's pocket.
Do you manifest like Stink Meaner from the Boondocks?
Sorry. Yeah. I wake up with a seizure.
What do you? The carriages are getting ready to move out. They're about 500 feet away from the portal.
Why are you looking at me?
I
I'm a
don't
rat.
What are y'all gonna do?
Alright.
Okay, well, I mean, we are
Are
invisible.
they distracted?
They're busy.
Or is there anyone near, like, because I'm assuming we're gonna go inside.
Well, the people that are driving the carts know we're going. Yeah.
What?
Wait, know that you're going?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
No? Oh, okay.
No.
I thought
No.
last session we had talked about it. And okay.
They are not in on the scheme.
Okay.
Y'all are alone.
So we gotta sneak into the.
You're gonna have to
Carriage.
follow them in there through the portal.
What if we go into one of the carriages?
That's one of the plans were last session. So we can either go into the carriage or we can take over them and deliver the carriage ourselves.
What we would need, the whole thing is that we need someone to open the door, one of the doors.
Which the carriage drivers do have the silver amulets.
So there's a driver,
There's a driver.
and how many people do we see around the carriage?
There are 2 squads on either side. The squads consist of 5 people each. There's another squad at the actual Dreadhold gates, so 15 people total, but 5 on each side. So 5 on one side of the carriage, 5 on the other.
This is so bad idea.
The only option we have is to somehow like latch ourselves onto the carriage while we are invisible. Unless we take someone out, but they're all.
Or we go into the carriage.
What counts as an action for it to?
Cast
Interacting with the
attack.
carriage, you'd be fine.
Okay.
Attacking, casting spells. Hold on, I have the spell right.
Dashing.
What if you do like a? Can't you do that thing where?
Yeah,
it's like
no, that's literally it. Attacking or
loud
casting a
sound
spell.
in a different area and distract them.
Yeah.
That
you
would
can
be a
do
spell.
mind illusion.
Oh, that would no, but he's. Oh, that's
He would
right.
break his invisibility.
Fuck.
Mm.
What if I throw a rock? Does that count?
So there's how many people? 4?
10.
Oh.
10 total so far.
I think I was gonna say people can't sleep, but that's too many.
They
I
won't
found that
affect
spell
them.
anywhere.
Just go into the carriage.
Alright, that's.
Unless you want to take them all out.
Fireball.
You
to
say
be clear,
less.
Are you trying to like jump into the back of one where all the cargo is? Or are you maybe trying to like latch on to the bottom? What are you trying to do?
I'm not strong, so jump into
I
the
can
carriage.
latch. I can latch.
You can latch? Okay.
I mean, how's the carriage? Can I like hang from the back?
You can hang from the back.
You're little.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang from the back.
I'm
Okay.
gonna latch onto it.
You're gonna latch onto the bottom. Okay.
Mhm.
Make an athletics check.
Thought
And
it was a
Temple
lot.
make. So the athletics check is going to be higher because that's a lot harder. But Temple make an acrobatics check, which will be lower. Ezra, what do you do?
I can't do
I'm
anything.
going into the back of the carriage.
Oh wait, before y'all do any rolling, roll stealth.
Oh! Oh, that's right.
Oh, well, I just rolled acrobatics.
Like what?
I just rolled acrobatics.
Well, okay.
Do we get advantage on
You
stuff?
get
since
advantage
You
on
get,
we're
the,
invisible?
you get advantage on stealth.
Mm.
Do I need to roll stealth since I'm in his pocket?
Or does she go after mine?
So long as you're not doing anything, you're good. Okay, you're just gonna chill. Okay.
Can you
Ooh.
please?
Rolled 19 on stealth, and then earlier I rolled
Roll what?
19 on
Stealth?
acrobatics.
Okay.
28.
Okay. 19.
Because it's +1 on stealth and acrobatics.
All right. All of you beat their passive perception, and you all. So Ezra, what do you try to do?
Like climb into the back.
I'm to the back. Okay.
Acrobatics is
What was your acrobatics check?
Oh, I had to roll for that. You can.
Yeah, that's going to be an acrobatics check as well. Would you roll for acrobatics, Temple?
19.
19.
We both rolled 19.
Mine is
I got
also
19
acrobatics.
also.
19 also. And
Mine is
which-
also acrobatics.
yours is athletics.
Athletics, so strength. That's even better. Thank you.
Fuck.
Ezra, Temple.
Nice.
Without even looking at each other, you
Oh.
both just one on the left, one on the right. You don't even bump into each other. As you both perfectly and silently get onto the back of this
Oh,
carriage.
18.
18.
Stealth and acrobatics.
You
Yeah.
try to like do this cool little action slide underneath it, which there's no dust or anything. It's all rock.
Ow.
And try to almost like miss the what's that called?
The axle?
The axle. Thank you. But then you're able you like touch it and then remember, oh shit, that's the moving part. Is then you.
What was the beat for it?
It was a 50.
Oh, okay.
Theirs was a 10.
Oh.
We have the mind link thing. But you're an idiot.
It work?
It works.
Okay. So
Stop! Yahweh.
you have about 250 feet until they reach the portal.
Yeah.
We just chill.
Yeah. I guess we're just
I
chilling.
would just be listening to see if they say anything.
Nope. You would all hear just small talk. You know.
Okay.
Just once we're done here, I'm gonna go get me a drink. Be like, oh, but I'd
Wait,
love to take a drink
Do
from
we
you.
understand them?
Some of them would be speaking common, yeah.
Okay.
Not all of them are more hold dwarves. Some of them are just dwarves from other parts of Corvair. Some of them would be speaking Dwarven, to be clear. So, you'd hear some other small talk like, yeah, the Carnathians aren't really making any progress in Thrain, you know. The undead, they haven't used any of the undead, stuff like that. So you hear small bits of lore of, just lore that's happening throughout the world. Okay. So, I'm gonna roll, because y'all didn't specify.
What? We didn't specify what?
Alright. Y'all are on the last carriage, the third one.
Oh, we didn't specify which one.
The first carriage rolls up to the portal. You hear the snarl of the manticore as you hear that a dwarf halted. Simple as Ezra, make perception checks at disadvantage.
You mean
Malachite, you would only see the portal begin to light up.
Yeah, I'm upside down.
perception?
12.
Oh wait, no, I was disadvantage.
16 on both.
16 on both. Wow.
So 18.
18.
Yeah, 12.
12.
Nothing can stop it.
Ezra, you can't see shit as you're not entirely sure how the portal opened. But Temple, you are able to notice.
They have portal vision.
No.
Now you're
That-
the portal.
They seem to take off the amulet, hold it up, and with your 18, you don't hear anything, but you do see what looks like some kind of chanting followed by the portal opening, and then the
Do they
first
hear
carriage
chanting?
goes in.
Can I hear the chanting?
Yeah, you can roll. I'll allow you to roll perception
At disadvantage?
at disadvantage because you are underneath the fucking carriage.
Okay.
Because if they can hear
To
it,
listen is a DC 20, which none of y'all beat. So.
Aw, damn. 10.
Okay.
just like
You don't hear or see shit.
I'll just let go next time. Sorry.
Okay. So, it's been about 10 minutes since you entered. Another 15 minutes pass until the portal opens back up and you see the manticore and the empty carriage pass through, get out of the way. The second and third carriage move up. Everybody, so go ahead and roll listening perception,
Okay.
and then perception checks at flat, not disadvantage,
Because we're closer.
because you're closer. Kind of see what the dwarf does.
Can't roll really there, bro.
23.
23? Okay.
13.
wait, what are we rolling?
Perception.
Perception.
Again?
Yep.
Flat, though,
Flat.
not just
Flat.
See if that wasn't true. No.
20.
20. Okay. Temple and Ezra, excuse me. You both hear what the dwarf says. It is a chant in Dwarven, but you both feel confident that you could at least recite what they said.
I don't hear shit.
So, you have, if you had to guess, another 15 minutes until the second carriage comes back out and the third carriage is going to go back in. Is there anything y'all want to do in that 15 minutes, now that you understand how the amulet works more or less?
So to clarify, the carts are going in, dropping off their shit, and then coming back out
Exactly.
in that
process
15-minute
takes 15
window.
minutes.
In that 15-minute window, I'm gonna ritual cast comprehend languages.
Okay. That's going to drop your invisibility.
Oh, I forgot.
Mm-hmm. There's some gnomes that are looking happening on the back.
Which, I mean, there are spots you could run off to cast a spell and then run back, but you would still lose your invisibility. So,
We need to get
Where
those
does
in.
where is the other carriage?
it is on its way back
It does,
to where it started, essentially.
and it's in a
outside of
park,
the compound.
and it's parking there.
It's parking there, exactly.
How far is it away from us?
I mean, it just left, so I'm gonna roll a D100 die, and that's how many feet.
Wait, but isn't there one already parked there?
What do you mean?
No, that's the first one
So
just came
yeah,
out.
the first one is still it's traveling
it's
back
coming
to
back out.
park.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's only been about 20-30 seconds. We'll say it is 60 feet away. And moving, to be clear.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking
We need
about
to
that too.
steal one.
Yeah, I don't know how though.
Can we wait till it parks?
Yeah. Did y'all want to maybe somebody hop off and start following it?
You put yourself in a shitty position, so I'll go.
Yeah, I would have made you roll a stealth check to
Yeah.
dismount, but
Yeah.
Ezra, you can dismount without needing to roll.
If I do,
Just
so pickpocketing, sleight of hand, like
It
Roll
is.
over on
That is sleight of hand, yes. And the
That-
thieves' tools I gave you give you a +5.
would that disrupt my invisibility?
No,
no,
it would not.
you just can't get hit
Yeah.
or cast anything.
Well, you can't get hit, you
Can't
can't
cast
attack
spells.
or cast a spell.
Or cast
Okay.
anything.
So, to be clear though, Ezra, you are still having to walk about 500 feet away. Make another stealth check.
With advantage, remember. You invisible.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Again.
29.
Oh
And the other one was a 26.
God.
Well, I'm checking passive perceptions, yeah, okay. Which wouldn't have mattered anyway. So you're easily able to just follow this carriage being pulled by a manticore, the natural loudness of this, you know, monstrosity, its tail swiping the ground very loudly, easily able to follow its tracks. You would have all noticed that the two patrolling guards, squads of guards, so the 10 total, are still with the carriages, and that there's a 5-person patrol guard going around the perimeter, essentially, easily able to bypass that as this carriage is now alone. You see, it takes about 3 minutes, and
Who has
this-
the amulet?
the
person,
driver.
The driver? Okay.
So you would see that the driver gets into the designated parking area and just gets off and leaves the manticore. Doesn't even do anything with it. As you would actually see House Fidalis humans begin to approach the manticore.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the one with the amulet.
You have time for one action before he goes inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're gonna swipe the necklace off him?
With a nat 20, I'll allow you to roll at advantage. So don't
You good with it?
Oh baby, that's 20. Let's fucking
That
go.
was
What the
your
hell was
sound
that?
you okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I it didn't even hit me. I just felt it hit the floor somehow, like right near my foot.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
It's fine. It's just going to lay on the ground the rest of the
Just
session.
leave it on your lap.
No, that'd be too hot.
Yeah,
What'd you roll?
I'm at 20.
Another nat 20.
So 34.
34.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Just
Alright.
yoink.
So,
I rolled again. I
He
rolled
ripped it
it.
off and he's like,
What? Yeah.
You can kiss him a little bit. The necklace.
Tickled his
yeah,
balls.
sounds too long.
Straight for the balls.
You're easily able to
your
pilfer it
balls are stuck to your thighs.
and then pocket it real fast. Thank you. I remember that video. Okay. Unless there's anything else you want to do, you head back.
Yeah, I'm going right back.
Do you mount again, or do you just kind of loiter?
No.
Mount. Okay. Okay. Since you're mounting, and these are like wooden carts, make an acrobatics check with advantage, and this will be the last time from the nat 20 earlier.
26. I rolled a nat 20 again.
What the fuck, dude?
What bullshit is this?
You're using up all your luck real
I
early.
am, and I don't like it.
But you're able to easily get to the carriage. What's the range on telepathic bond? It's the same dimension, right? So the telepathic bond temple?
What? I don't know.
The
You're saying-
range.
nothing behind.
Yeah, it's like the same plane, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have like a range really.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Y'all have about another 10 minutes until the second cart arrives.
That's all we needed to do.
I mean, what are y'all gonna do now that you have the amulet? Because the third driver is still present, has his own amulet.
We can just hold on to it until it's time for
Until
us
we
to
have
leave,
to leave
right?
because we needed to get back out, don't we?
Okay, so y'all are just planning to ride it in?
Yeah. Get off.
Couldn't we technically go in ourselves?
Well, we need to say something. That wouldn't put us out of invisibility, but wouldn't he be able to?
Would they be
Well,
like,
it's kinda
And aren't
loud
there
in there.
guards standing at the portal itself?
There are.
So
oh,
if we just stood there and were like, blah, 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 and then went in, they'd be like, what the fuck? Right?
Because the portal makes a noise, like it activates.
It
right?
activates, exactly.
Okay,
And
so
it's
yeah.
very bright.
Yeah. So no. Let's just wait on the
Yeah.
carts.
Yeah, we're gonna ride the carts.
You're just gonna ride the cart in. Okay.
We can take the driver out, and then one of us can pretend to be the driver.
I mean, there are 15 people patrolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Y'all still don't know what they say to activate it.
Well, they
No, we
can.
do.
We
heard
do.
it.
Temple
yeah.
and Ezra.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Who said that?
Just
Great,
to
yeah, I hear
validate
my
Skrilia's
Yeah, Skrilla is a
existence.
part of the fucking telepathic plot.
I mean, you should have.
No,
she was
no.
in the same plane.
No,
Didn't
no,
want.
she wouldn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like just in a room thinking about boys.
I was busy thinking
Alright.
Scarlett was a
about
lesbian.
So, Skrilla,
Skrilla's
what are
fine.
you doing as they have gone on their mission? Bree is just chilling in the vault. So what do you do?
Oh, yeah.
She would. Cause we're in that
What?
funky town, right?
Funky
You're in
town.
Grey Wall, yes.
Yeah. She's gonna check out the fighting pit.
Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skrilla fighting
So stand in
art.
the
She's
circle.
gonna check out the fighting pit, see if
Let's open
anyone's
up this
standing there.
pit.
Alright.
Yeah.
In the blood, so you're just looking for a fighting circle, or are you going to the actual like Bloodstone arena
Well, figure.
at the very top of the map?
Hi.
Stone Arena.
What?
I thought we couldn't go over there.
You're as a half orc,
Oh,
you might be able
They'd
to
let you
let
in.
yourself in.
you might let me. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna try it. She's gonna try going for that to the arena.
Make a persuasion check as you talk to the player guard to let you in.
I am the head of your queen. Furiosa, I alone control her.
It's gonna be DC 10.
As 19.
19.
Damn.
Player guard are more than happy to let someone of such monstrous stature as yourself into the Bloodstone district. As you do, though, you do pass by the venomous voice. Make a wisdom
sirens.
make a wisdom saving throw as you hear two sirens battling out through a rat battle.
Oh, hell yeah.
A 16.
16. That's
Yeah.
it's cacophonous, loud. You feel like you might have tetanus after listening to it, but you don't lose your senses.
Tetanus?
Tonight?
Tinnitus?
No,
Yeah, like you got,
Like,
you
it's
didn't get
like
your vaccine.
rust-
Yeah,
Rusty
Rusty
tinnitus.
nail in your
Yeah.
fucking brain.
But you're able to pass by without losing yourself,
That's how
as you
get
do
tonight.
see other goblins and kobolds and an ogre to kind of sitting there mesmerized. But yeah, you go into the Bloodstone arena, and you would see
You see it?
fights.
Fights. Cool.
You would look around and there are various like challenge circles, and you would see that one of them's empty. One of them is empty. We'll say.
Are there
Grab stuff with
weapons or is it
toes.
like bare knuckle?
Everybody seems to be doing bare knuckles right now.
Okay.
What to do with it?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she's
Your
gonna
teacher ever do that in school?
put away her stuff and stand in the circle, I guess.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does she just do it silently, or does she kind of bellow a challenge?
Yep, she's like, I'm accepting challengers.
Make an intimidation check.
Fight me, you
I,
fucking pussy.
I'm good at that. I'm good at intimidation.
Better not lose. That's
What is
embarrassing.
it?
Fight me, you big
Bruh.
bitch. You big brute.
Big bastard. Where the hell is my intimidate? There it is. 14.
14. A minotaur takes your challenge.
Nice.
I've seen you walking around this town,
Oh.
And I think it's about time we see just how strong you and your friends are. Make an athletics check as you both begin grappling.
Hell yeah. Damn.
Hell nah.
Hell
This
no.
is 17.
17.
You're a trash bag.
He rolled a 2.
Oh, nice.
Plus 4 equals 6. You easily
Splits
are
it in
able to
half.
start pushing him towards the edge of the ring as he lets out a surprise. As he continues to push. Make another athletics check.
Make him fart.
It's going to be a 16.
17. Oh shit.
You're barely able to overpower him as you push him towards the other edge of the circle. One last push and he will be defeated. He
Hell yeah.
tries to punch you in the kidney.
Dickhead.
13 to hit.
My arm, it drops to a 20 armor
He
class.
does not hit. Go ahead and roll athletics. He's going to roll at disadvantage.
I did before that.
Mhm.
I got a 26.
Yeah, he rolled a 2.
Oh,
So as his fist, with 3 meaty fingers tries to just bounces off of your armor, you're easily able to just sweep the leg and then push him out.
Yeah, she kind of taunts him. He's like, little cow.
Oh my god. I kind of want some burgers.
Smells like brisket.
I love
Your
that.
god is not happy with you right now.
Yeah, this is just
Australia approved your strength.
Yeah.
That was great. You get 23 teeth out of that.
Just because she's a
Yay.
paladin and she's the part of the silver flame doesn't mean she can't be a little shit every
Well,
now and
and
then.
and the Kalik Shosh is a little different from the silver flame.
Prideful, I'm assuming.
Strength to protect the weak, and since that was a display of
Take it
strength,
Stuck.
a little bit of shit talking isn't gonna break you.
Or Nori.
We good?
Stop. Yes.
Do
Okay.
not even come to me about dropping shit Ezekiel.
Easy feel.
So, we switch back to the infiltration group. The carriage comes out,
Yellow, my friend.
emptied of all its stuff.
I'm gonna yell at you instead then.
The ale carriage that all of you have been on begins to
We're on the beer one?
You're on the beer carriage.
Hell yeah.
It begins to move forward as the guards continue to patrol outside. The Kundarak driver takes off the amulet, holds it up, and mutters in Dwarven password, and then the portal opens, and you all begin to enter.
Wouldn't Temple know the password then? Would you have heard it?
Do you know Dwarven?
Didn't you ritual cast?
No, he didn't. He couldn't.
Mm.
Because it would have dropped.
Invisibility.
That's right.
How many teeth was it?
27.
23.
Oh,
23.
my bad.
Your perception is flipped upside down, and then right side back is
I
You
throw
enter.
up in your pocket.
Oh no, just
Grab
kidding.
you.
It's like, get ready for the tickle monster.
those of you still on the carriage. Emma, you wouldn't quite see this, but you would sense this thanks to the telepathic connection. The carriage, as the Manticore lets out another gruff roar from being surrounded suddenly, comes to a standstill. On either side of the carriage, 5 groups of guards are unloading the stuff. Temple Ezra, you would see that one of them is approaching the back. What do you do?
Hop on.
Stealth checks?
Stealth.
Is that with advantage?
With advantage, because you're still invisible.
Oh, I dismount as well.
You do not need to make a stealth check. You are solid.
Okay, cool.
Because you're
You carefully let yourself
Yeah.
down.
26.
26?
Ish.
7.
Ish.
Huh?
Ish.
Oh,
Eastman.
I rolled a 1 and a 6.
Eastman. You better fucking use your portents. Please.
I rolled bad portents.
You all hear a
Would a 12 beat it?
it would certainly be better.
fuck. I just squeak in your
Last chance.
pocket.
If I notice he's falling, could I try and help steady him?
Would you roll?
26.
26.
I'll allow you to help him if you roll at disadvantage. Stealth.
So that's a roll again?
So roll one more time if you want to help him. Temple, you, in your panic, let go and almost let out a peep as you almost fall on the ground. But then you feel a and you see the guard kind of walk up and be like, and then just as Temple, your shirt is a little bit ripped, but
Get the fuck together, man.
otherwise you
Say
and
that
Ezra,
mentally.
Ezra is essentially like this, holding you like this, Temple.
You scrubbed him.
Squid Games.
And so Ezra, I'd imagine you just kind of like as you are surrounded by these dwarves. Malachite, you don't see this, but you detect these.
But I mean, as
Ezra-
I
I hear the yells.
screaming.
Ezra yelling at Temple and yells mine. You take the rest of the sites in. There are very heavily guarded, very heavily armored guards to the north of you, led by someone which looks very important. The two groups of guards here, like I said, are taking off the ale and delivering it to the various parts of the Dreadhold.
Yeah, prisoners can be.
Probably
Down
guards.
Here is a very important looking gentleman with a ledger, and he seems very bored just sitting on kind of a chair, just kind of going through this ledger, surrounded by what look to be two Wandslinger Kundarak agents, basically magic wielders, who are also just kind of idly guarding their lord. And then the entrance to the Dreadhold, to the deep, is right there, guarded by additional magic-wielding guards. Ezra, Temple will say that y'all are right about here. Malachite, you're underneath the cart.
I'm
You
gonna,
have not been detected yet.
gonna whisper in their heads. I think it's safe to assume that once this last cart is discarded, basically, that these people are going to leave.
You think they'll disperse?
Yeah,
We
right?
can only hope, but not.
Well,
the
'cause I'm
ones-
assuming
not the ones at the door.
These
No.
are the guards who came with the shipment, right?
No.
No.
All
they're
those
separate?
guards are still outside patrolling the portal. These are
Oh.
Dreadhold guards that are passing out the supplies, essentially.
How, what if we just wait this out a little bit?
Yeah, let's wait the 15 minutes.
All right. Are y'all just gonna?
We
sit
should probably
this
like
out?
go in a
Yeah,
corner
yeah.
or
We're gonna go in
something.
a corner, yeah.
Okay. Make stealth checks as you have to deftly avoid the teams moving back and forth.
Oh, thank God. That's a 1. 20.
It's a +6 for you, by the way. It's a D6, not a D4 anymore for you.
Wait,
When
is
did
it
you
still
up that?
advantage?
Whenever I messaged
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I didn't have. 19?
19? Okay.
Yeah, I don't get 1.
How much?
18.
18? Nice.
17.
17. You're all. Hold on, let me check passive perceptions for one person. No. And no.
Nice.
He gets. I mean, one of y'all is a little close, but otherwise, you're easily able to tuck yourselves into a corner and wait until the carriage is emptied. It, like I said, it does take about 15 minutes. Is there anything anybody wants to do while y'all are just chilling in a corner?
Can we like look at what like these doors that are like dispersed throughout the area? Like, what do they look like?
So you would see that the northern, so all of the doors look the same except for the door leading into the deep hole, the easternmost, or like northern for you, most door. The normal looking doors simply have the House Kundarak Manticore emblazoned on it. There is no like knob or anything like that, but you do see that this door and that door are opened, and that's where they're passing the ale through, and also disseminating the various other supplies. The gate leading to the deep has a face on it, a big dwarven face with a large bulbous nose, a glorious beard, that dwarven kind of helm, and nobody is touching it. It doesn't seem to be alive or anything. It is stone and adamantine.
Things gonna come alive when we try to fucking open it and watch.
And I assume they're not like traditional doors where there's like a gap underneath it or
No,
anything like that. It's like
it's
completely
Perfectly sealed.
Yeah.
Yikes.
If you want though, Emma, make a perception check.
There's your little rat head sticking out of the top.
What's perception? Wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah.
Well, I guess technically my traits carry over.
Your mental traits do. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so since I'm invisible, I mean perception wouldn't be altered by.
No, it is fine.
I can't read. 14.
14. You would notice that there are crevices in the wall that, as a rat, you could get through. With a 14, you can't find one that seems to lead into the deep hole, though. But again, you are kind of in one spot, being held closely by Malachite. You're not sure.
So there
but
could be one. Yeah. How long have we been standing there?
It's been about 5 minutes, we'll say.
I don't want to risk you having to do another stealth check
I could do it.
to get me closer.
Yeah. I'll do it. We'll see.
Just don't forget your d6.
Mm-hmm. That's a 21. 25?
25. Okay. You walk over to the two abjuration Kundarak guards, which have also a low perception. Like everybody has low passive perception. Make another perception check. The DC will be lowered, but you can't roll advantage.
15.
15. You notice you notice a crack, and it doesn't look like anything. It does lead into what looks to be the hallway, but it is very small. It doesn't seem to have been made by any kind of rodent. You would struggle even as a rat to get through it, but it's there.
Is it enough for the rat's snout to fit in?
Yes. It's not what easily
Scientifically, the rat can get through then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, if the snout could fit.
I thought that was a cat only thing.
No, it also has a little bone on the top that can squish down.
That's great.
Why do you know that?
I like rats.
You like rats?
Because when he was a kid, he was like,
God damn.
That's terrible, Ish.
What the fuck, Ish? Oh my god!
That was awful.
I was thinking of Game of Thrones.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
You gotta squeeze through though.
Oh my god.
But do you want to squeeze? Do you want to jump down from Malachite's pocket now, or do you want to wait?
I like me down.
I figured you'd like take me out and
Yeah.
like put me on
Yeah.
the floor, but should we wait until those people are all gone? Because I mean, if they even see like a part of me, they're gonna be like,
It's a oh shit!
"It's
Oh,
a rat."
Yeah, I guess you can wait a little bit.
Okay. Unless there's anything
Can
else.
you technically be in front?
No, I'm invisible.
Exactly. So you're.
Oh, that works, buddy.
It's like putting a piece of
What's
glass in
weird
front of a
that-
bathroom
Yeah,
door.
it's weird that you can be invisible over.
Because she's in my inventory. She's in my pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then your pocket is in between your cloth. So if you cover
Yeah, but
it
it's
with
two sides of the invisibility. Okay. Unless there's anything else anybody wants to do. The 15 minutes, it'll essentially be at like the 14-minute mark whenever everything is emptied. The portal will reactivate, and the Manticore and its driver will drive on through. These guards,
Which one?
sorry, I need to see my map. These guards would head into there,
Nice.
along with these guards moving back into here. Additionally, these three bugger right off over that way as these guards begin to spread out.
Fuck. We have 15 minutes left in our invisibility, by the way.
How long does it last?
That's an hour. It's been 45 minutes.
Oh.
I've been counting. Go.
Yours?
Okay. I'm gonna let you go. But I'm gonna like squat.
Emma, make a stealth check.
What is stealth?
Dexterity.
Dexterity, yeah.
Guys, I'm rolling shit.
Do you get anything because you're a rat?
No.
Oh.
I wish. What was it, a 9 or is it a 6?
It's
It
a
was a 6.
6. Okay.
You don't add anything?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Wait, you don't have anything? Dang. Okay.
Dead
You
ass.
said it's Dex?
That's
Yeah,
what they're about to
plus
be.
0.
Okay.
Plus zero.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, she's a rat. You can't expect much.
No.
She shoves her head through. She.
But you are also a tiny creature. We'll say that
A
as you
tiny beast.
let yourself into the crack, your rope gets stuck, and there's a little rat tail that all of y'all see.
I'm gonna kick. Can I like shove her with my foot?
Don't kick.
No, I'm just gonna shove you with my foot.
That's right.
She
She
only
only
has
has
Yeah.
To be clear, this isn't something that passive perception would catch, but one guy's gonna roll active with a 16. This gentleman, y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does look down and be like, and says something in Dwarven, and then does begin to approach and looks to be almost looking to kick you. Make another dexterity check as he tries to kick you.
A Dex check?
Emma.
Dude, I roll like
Emma, I'm
shit.
so worried for you.
Why don't you guys? You know what? I should've
You're
said
trying to
something.
squeeze through the crack. You've already been trying. The DC is an 8.
I'm so nervous.
You got this. You got this.
Oh.
What is it?
18.
As you
Okay.
you hear a small in Dwarven, what sounds like a curse as you scurry away. Can dwarves see in pitch darkness?
Well, what you posted in there is that they all have dark vision.
Dude, you have dark vision. Does a rat have dark vision?
No, yeah, rats have dark vision,
Oh, okay,
30
neat.
feet.
Neat, love that.
Mhm.
This is a naturally formed wear and tear over time crack. This is not some creature that burrowed through it. This is naturally formed crack from just how old the Dreadhold is. Make a survival check, which is wisdom. And you have your normal stats for this.
So, will I still get my plus 10? Is it well, I get plus 5 or plus 4. Cause like my
Yeah,
wisdom
it's-
is 18, so it's plus 4.
plus
But
4.
if it's like a saving throw, it's plus 10.
It's not a saving throw.
Okay.
It is a survival check. As you're trying to
But don't you use your
squirm your way through this
Yeah,
labyrinth.
No.
Use your regular.
So for my being a druid, some of my stats, like my wisdom and stuff, carry over even as I'm an animal.
The mental stats.
The
specifically.
mental stats.
So you're a wise rat right now.
Yeah.
You got it.
Hey.
What was it? Was it what I think it was? God damn it.
You know, you get lost.
You get lost?
You get lost.
Fuck!
You just hear her head.
You hear in your heads that Emma's lost.
Oh my god.
So, you have. Why did that move?
I'll just get a
I thought that was
slice
on
of cheese
purpose.
out.
It moved when you were pinging the one that
Yeah.
moves.
It's the only
I
bad
do
thing about
have
this.
advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on smell.
I'll
Okay.
get some cheese,
So-
brother.
The three of you have 15 minutes until the invisibility wears off. The guard captain is patrolling around, which he would have moved this way by now. Flanked by various guards and what looks to be 2 wizards, essentially, that are flanking the door to the deep.
Guys, I think we have to fight them.
It'll alert everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Because how are we going to open a door without anyone noticing?
Yeah, we have to knock them out. We need
Fireball this room.
We needed Squirrelio. We don't have our fucking tank with us.
When Ish knows my spells better than me.
I told y'all to prepare.
Why do you have mass suggestion?
How many people does it affect?
Up to 12.
Oh, yeah, 7 people then. You're good.
It's a lot of rolling.
Cast big.
And to be clear, did you disguise yourself as a dwarf?
No, we're invisible.
You just went the invisibility route.
Yeah, we got it just in case.
That's what we. No.
Okay. So masks.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
There was someone important looking.
It was.
Could I transform into that person?
Since you didn't take anything to mess with your height, yes, but they would be a taller version than what you saw.
How much taller are they?
You're solid like 1.5 feet taller than they are.
Oh, they're small.
Oh, they're short?
They're shorter.
The important one that was riding?
Yes.
Well, you said there was 2 important looking people.
So the captain is this gentleman right here that's been patrolling.
He stayed.
He
Oh,
stayed.
he stayed. Okay.
The
And
other
then
one was this.
The other one with a book looked the most important, and yes, he has walked on.
What kind of race is he?
They're all dwarven.
Oh, that he was dwarven
They're
too?
all dwarven.
Fuck! I didn't know he was also dwarven.
It's all dwarves down here.
Shit.
Oops, all dwarves.
Yeah, I couldn't clutch that. There's no way. I mean, I guess it could. How does this guy's self work? Do I have to take an action to use to put that on, or
Mass suggestion or
or
the?
sorry, no,
The
not
disguise
mass-
kit. Disguise kit.
Sorry.
Yes, that is 100% an action. But it's a kind of action that isn't covered by invisibility. Is the thing. Hold on. How long does the kit take? Disguise kit. Yeah. So it allows you to alter your physical appearance.
But could you do it while being invisible?
I would allow it simply because, like,
It doesn't break your invisibility.
it doesn't break your invisibility. I would say stealth check flat, though, because of
Okay.
the noise that it would make.
Opening a bunch of boxes of
So
makeup. and
if I
stuff.
use that and my changing ability to look like that dwarf, could I get away with it?
Yes.
Oh.
It would be a lot of rolling,
You
though.
fucking asshole.
Understandable. I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay, so you just find a decent corner to tuck yourself away.
I'm gonna go to the corner that he was standing in, and like I'll just
He was sitting in this corner.
I'll make it seem like he never left, and they just thought he did. Don't worry, I got it.
Gaslight them.
Gaslight girl boss get cute.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how long this takes.
So none of these doors open normally, right?
No, they're all closed.
But the one that we really need to go to is that one. That one right here.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay. So, if you spend 10 minutes, you can do moderate changes. 30 minutes for
It says I can change my size between medium and small.
for the changeling?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I thought we talk about this every time, and
I
you bring
guess-
this up every time. You don't, yeah. You can't change to something extremely larger or extremely smaller than you.
That's right, but it does affect the bones.
It's kind of gross if you think about it.
I mean, it's a little gross, but it's
I could have
It's
sworn
useful.
it used to say that.
so. Eberron from the last war shapeshifter. Determine the specifics, including your coloration, hair chain, sex. You can also adjust your weight and height, but not so much that your size changes.
But this says between medium and small.
Okay, is it between medium and small? So that's more than Canaan's changeling. If we're doing Eberron changeling, that's where it's not sizes.
So you gotta use both.
So you have 10 minutes to do this, which means that you can do moderate changes.
Okay.
The big thing is that you wrap your legs up, so basically you're walking on your knee stumps,
Yeah. That's it.
and then have like shoes. So the first thing is you're going to roll a flat stealth check, because you're invisible, but you need to be quiet while doing this.
30-20?
30-20. Okay. None of the guards are looking for anything. Their passive perceptions are 11. You're easily able to kind of open up your bag and get the stuff you need, the paints, the wrapping.
The wrong paint.
You're proficient with the disguise kit, so roll to apply the disguise, which is a d20 plus your proficiency. Shit, what does the disguise kit use?
Wait, plus my proficiency?
Plus you're proficient in it, right?
That's fine.
I guess. I would assume so.
Probably.
It doesn't say anything on how it works when I click on it.
Yes.
This might be a bad idea.
I think we'll be alright. We got Temple with Fireball, just in case.
I don't know if fireball's a good idea.
You're lost.
I'm sorry.
You're lost. That's so mean.
We're here in our heads. Squeak, where the fuck am I?
Nope. Okay, so it is just proficiency bonus, which I'll allow Jack of all trades to be added. So roll a d20
+7.
plus 7. 10 gets you something, 15 gets you more, 20.
Shut up. 27.
Alright.
Brother.
Natural 20.
Dang. I love to
This
see
is
it.
this is gonna run out so quick.
No, I'm just balancing it out. Like shit.
You wrap up your legs and transform, since you got a very good look at the dwarf, you full on white, gray hair, bulbous nose, gray eyes. The leg wrappings is easily. The armor he was wearing is a bit tougher, but with the nat 20, you're pretty confident that you get a much more casual look instead of the full-on armor he was wearing out. You feel confident that like a kind of like a casual wear.
Yeah.
Does it look like this with the legs?
No.
Yeah, with the
The
transparency.
Okay.
Hold on, let me
Ezra.
read something real quick.
This takes you 10 minutes, so y'all have 5 more minutes of invisibility
You
left.
know?
God.
You gotta convince them in 5 minutes on. It's not
So
over.
to be clear, transforming and disguising yourself doesn't affect anything with spellcasting. So
Yeah, but Mass Adjustment is a spell,
it is a spell.
so I have to get out of the
You
invisibility.
do. Yeah. Okay, but to be clear, as you finish up the spell, as you finish up disguising yourself, you're gonna make one more stealth check. As you wrap things up.
Is that flat or
It's just flat.
There it is.
18? I rolled
18.
a 9.
With an 18, you're easily able to put everything away, and with your legs wrapped together, well, you basically, just
Yeah.
Awful.
and flexible as fuck, and standing on your knees with these shoes that you put, under your knees. You're as ready as you're going to be, with about 5 minutes of invisibility left.
Okay, I need to think of what to say.
Do you speak their language? Well, some of them spoke common, right?
Yeah.
Remember, he said that out loud. We know that. We know that they speak common.
I don't like the face Sterling's making, so I'm starting to think he doesn't speak common. We don't know if that dude speaks common.
We didn't think this through.
Hold on one second, I have something.
Guys.
Have universal speech. So they can understand me regardless the language I speak. Would they be able to tell?
Universal speech.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Exactly what I said. As an action, choose 5. Oh, it's only 5 creatures.
There's 7 right
So that's a bar eloquence thing.
Yes.
I imagine like Hank Hill's dad. Just walking over the
Yeah.
cotton.
Like cotton.
He shot off his chin.
Yeah, like I was thinking that too.
I'll allow that the 5 you choose wouldn't be able to notice, but the other
2.
It's fine. I'm gonna gaslight all of them anyways. It's okay.
Because there's 7 of them.
8.
Or there's 8?
Can't say it yet.
You gotta do the captain for sure. tired about walking in circles.
This is really distracting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop.
I was just watching you. Okay. Let me read Mass Adjustment real quick. Hold on.
Does anyone have
Have what?
Tylenol?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, sick.
You got a headache?
Yeah. It's like right there. Above my eyebrow. I'm trying. I'm trying my
It's
best.
got business to take care of.
Sterling, make sure it's acetaminophen and not ibuprofen. Ashton's allergic to Robitussin or
Robitussin?
Motrin.
Well, that says it's definitely ibuprofen.
Oh yeah, I can't take
No,
it.
he can't take that.
I will die.
Yeah.
You almost killed him.
Nah, I would have read it.
Yes, and it said.
And
And it said
NSAID.
non-steroidal anti-inflammatory
It's a
drug.
no-go.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
sorry.
no-go.
Yeah, my windpipe will close.
How'd you figure that out?
I took it.
When you were a kid?
Yeah, it was when I had my hip surgery. It was pain medicine,
Hey,
and
give me one. I want to see it.
my lips turned purple. And it was one of those my mom asked, "Is like, why are your lips purple?" It was like, I can't see my fucking face.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're okay.
Do you drink water today, Ash?
Yes, a lot. It's just been so damn dry.
Alright, come on, Ryan.
I'm reading stuff.
I just gotta stop thinking so hard.
Okay.
It's bad for you.
Yeah.
Can I just drop invisibility? How does that work? Or can I ask him to drop it on me?
We'll say mentally you ask him to drop it on.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
Do they see me?
Are you trying to not be seen?
Well, no, I want them to see me.
Okay. So as you drop invisibility, do you announce yourself or just kind of stand there?
I just want to stand there and act like I've been there the whole time.
Okay.
Start writing.
Yeah, I'm gonna start writing something.
Do you have a book and a pen? Or a
Yeah.
pen?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Ezra carries stuff around to write like music.
Alright. We'll say as you start scritching on a paper, this guard right here would kind of turn around and then immediately snap to attention and be like, "Aye, sir!"
In common?
No, in dwarf.
So you're of importance, you just be like,
He's gonna
Make a deception check.
Look at him and say nothing.
just grunt at him
what the fuck?
menacingly.
Oh. 24.
24. As you just kind of look up pompously and then grunt and then go back to your notes, you see him just kind of stand there and look around as everybody else seems to recognize you. The other guards stand at attention. The captain turns around to you, starts approaching you, saying in Dwarven something.
Wait, can Temple translate? I'm gonna add, like, in my head. Temple, can you translate what they're saying?
I can't understand that.
He didn't.
Oh, you did. Oh, that's right. Fuck. I thought you keep forgetting that you did.
Is there anywhere to hide in this place?
You have essentially two options. I'm going to get between you and Zeke. All of their direction right now is that way. You have right here is your best spot.
That's where we are.
Yeah. And then this would put you at disadvantage. Everywhere else is very obvious right
So I'm here.
now. Right.
Ish. I'm here. You're here. You're in the best spot already.
Yeah.
And Ezra's over here.
But
and
there's
Emma's
nowhere to
in the
like
walls.
hide behind. Like a
There's
statue or
nothing to
something.
hide behind. There is, so these are statues right here. They are like this though, like they're against the wall.
Between the legs, maybe?
That's what I was thinking. Because I can't cast anything without dropping the invisibility.
What are you trying to do?
I need to help you with the comprehend language. And then translate.
Password and trace would have been better.
But it'd still be like a cloud, like
Would
in
be
this
seen.
other
Oh,
words.
you're right.
And not only that, comprehend languages does have a verbal component.
Really?
So you would have to say something out loud. You could whisper it, and hopefully the guy in front of the statue is going to hear you.
Gang, this is rough.
I almost lost.
It was in the walls. So
Chad, are we cooked?
Oh no! I didn't think about the language thing until it was too late.
Okay.
I'll mentally tell you. I don't understand English.
it's not close to any language. Like, you know, like French and Spanish are somewhat
Or
similar.
Spanish
They're-
and Portuguese, you mean?
Yeah. Well, French and
Not
Spanish
in
are
terms
similar.
of
They're both romantic languages.
no
Oh, they're both Latin
romantic
You
languages.
don't know Nordish at all.
But it's not close to
Because of
anything, is it?
No, it doesn't have a basis that's shared. It does not.
Damn.
That would be like Goblin and something else being related to Orcish, but not Druid. Sorry, not Dwarvish. Sorry. Okay, since we have reached this part, we're now going to go into infiltration initiative, where basically I'm going to have y'all roll initiative. Your turn is not limited to an action, a bonus action. Like, you will do something. It is not limited by an action card. But you will also have 1 minute to make a decision. Hold on a second while I remember the skill. Because I really thought y'all would figure out something to bring Scribbly along. Alright, so Emma, you, Malachite, Ezra, and Temple, everybody roll initiative.
I hope
Oh,
it
I
works
rolled it
between
was
Cheryl.
19?
I rolled a 19 too.
13.
You rolled a 19, Malachite?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, which of you two have the higher dexterity?
Me. Oh, what do you have?
15.
Would you roll in
Oh,
a
I rolled a
13?
4.
Oh, you have like 18?
Yeah. I have a 19, I think.
Yeah.
No, 18,
Ezra.
sorry.
Ezra does? Okay.
Yeah.
So Ezra will go first. Temple, would you roll? Okay. So,
I guess the languages thing I'm gonna use on the captain.
go. What do you do?
I'm gonna direct it at him and just ignore whatever he asked me, like if I, didn't care what he said.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell him to tell everyone to get out of the room and to not come back until I tell them to.
Okay. As you
And
direct,
that's mass suggestion. I'm using mass suggestion.
you're using mass
Yes.
suggestion. On everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Well, alright. I'm going to pause the timer while I roll a bunch of wisdom saving throws?
It
Wisdom
is,
saving throws?
yeah, wisdom.
Wisdom, okay.
Yikes. Thank God you're in the walls.
Yeah, until I
God
specifically
loves.
tell them they can come back in here, they're not gonna come back in here.
So, failure.
Starting off good.
Failure. Oh, what's the save, by the way? What?
20.
20. Jeez.
Nice.
Failure. Failure.
Ooh, good
Alright,
girl.
so all of these dwarves, so you have cast mass suggestion.
Mhm.
So you just say out loud, all of you bugger off.
Yeah, but I'm specifically telling him, the guy I'm talking to, the captain.
Okay.
He came up to me and said something.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring what he said as
Yeah.
if it didn't matter to me, but
Okay.
now that I didn't understand it.
You have cast mass suggestion
Yes.
on everybody except him. Is that
No,
what you said?
on him too. Everybody.
Okay.
But I'm telling him as if like just, tell him to tell everybody to leave.
Alright. They all leave.
But it still works regardless because they're being suggested.
Alright. These guys, the wizards are a bit more
And
wiz.
you specifically said to
Fail.
not come back until
I
you
say
so.
you can come back in.
Okay.
And
I
that's
just want
very
to make sure
important.
that's clear.
And that's very important because they can't come back until that's completed, until the
Mhm.
specific terms are met.
That is a 9. So these all fail. Then finally the captain.
Nope.
with a 19
No.
fail.
Oh! He was ready with that bad portent. He's like, wait!
Thank God.
So to be clear, you told the captain to wait here, everybody else leave.
No.
Everyone.
I'm saying that everyone's gotta go.
Everyone's gotta go, even the captain.
Yes.
Leave
Until
and
I
not
say-
come
Until I
back.
say they can come back in.
It is now an empty room.
I'm screaming in my head, go to the door, Temple!
The invisibility drops at this point for sure.
Visibility is dropped.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Wait, where did they leave from? Like, do they go through the door we need to go through?
None of them went to the door you need to go through.
Okay.
They all left.
Em was already through that door, right?
Oh,
I'm in
she's
the
lost.
back.
She's in the walls.
Lost.
And this- Malachite.
I mean,
Malachite. You have 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reset it because I'm nice.
Okay.
Because he wasn't paying attention.
What do you do?
I'm going to.
Can you be my timer person, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh fuck. I'm gonna go and investigate the door.
Okay. Go ahead and roll what you want to roll.
Investigation.
Okay.
I don't know shit. 10.
Yeah, it's the door's locked.
The door's locked.
Do you touch it?
No, I definitely don't touch it.
Okay.
Since I didn't recognize the door, I'm gonna go through the crack that Emma went through,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take out a piece of meat or something and
Okay.
hold it at the crack so
Okay.
she can smell it.
Okay.
And
Is
that'll-
that
that's what I'll do.
okay? Reset.
You can tell her that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her to the path.
you can't.
Emma.
Why?
It's an hour.
It's an hour.
No.
Telepathic bond's an hour.
You have.
We'll
Go ahead and reset it. Sorry. There is some fresh meats that is, you smell something nice behind you, but otherwise you are lost. What do you want to do?
Can I go towards the smell
start.
of the meat?
Yeah.
And
It starts.
I have advantage on wisdom checks that rely on
Yep.
smell.
Go ahead and make survival with advantage. Or
Survival?
perception. Yeah.
But I'll get my plus
Yes, it's
5
your mental.
or my plus 10. Okay.
It's your mental. So.
Mental.
Nice.
11.
21.
21. Alright, you're easily able to make your way back to the entrance, the little crack, as you see a piece of meat there with Malachite kind of looking over you, very worried. Is there anything else you want to try?
You transform
Can you
back.
pick me up?
Yeah, I'll pick you.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and reset
Just in
it
case.
as it is now Temple's turn.
I'll go look at the door.
Okay, so you go up to the door. What do you do to the door?
Can I sense any magical elements on it?
I won't even make you roll as you feel that there is definitely magic on this door.
I'm gonna cast knock.
Cast knock.
Was
Okay.
there any like blocks or anything?
There are mundane locks as well.
Oh, mundane one.
Yes, there is. So you cast knock, and the arcane lock is suppressed as you see the stone dwarf's eyes open.
Okay, then I'm gonna tell Ezra to get ready to pick the other mundane locks.
Is that end your turn?
Can I also investigate the statues?
Arcane check. Oh wait, the statues or the dwarf?
The
The
dwarf.
dwarf face.
The dwarven face. Sorry, I thought you said it was a statue.
Arcane check.
Where's my
10 seconds.
It's a 27.
What's up? Okay,
5
stop the
seconds.
count and reset. Reset it. There is a glyph of warding on this, along with a silent alarm spell. A silent alarm spell is about to go off because you cast knock before entering in the passcode. Ezra, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run to
You're gonna run to
the door.
the door. What do you do? As you see the dwarf begin to.
I
See the.
can you counterspell that?
Not a spell.
It's not a spell.
It's built into the door. Nobody's
Oh.
Nobody's like
Is
casting.
it a lock?
It is an intricate spell.
No silence.
I don't know. I have no idea.
30 seconds.
I don't want to start working the locks because I don't want it to set off the alarm
But
You're
further.
confident that would happen if you touched it right
Yeah,
now.
I don't want to touch it. I'm gonna just. Huh? I know that has to do with getting out the portal.
try holding up the amulet
I'll
and
hold up the
saying the
amulet.
shit.
Fuck it, and I'll say it.
You feel it being pulled towards the portal behind you, but nothing. It does nothing to the
Yeah,
door.
that's what I
in
thought. It's
front.
fine.
Malachi, the door is
Is it technically a creature?
no.
Fuck. Shit. I have no fucking
Did you spell
what to do
magic?
here.
You spell magic? Doesn't that work here, I think?
I have nothing, guys. I can't stop this yelling.
Can we end our turn early when we don't know what to do?
Yeah.
Alright. Emma, you see that everybody's beginning to panic as you're in Malachi's pocket. Is there anything you want to try?
I just don't know what I would do. I don't know. That's the thing. It's a warding thing that's about to go off.
The silent alarm.
So what is the? It's just a. It's not a spell itself. It's like a.
I mean, it's a spell. Yeah.
The
Cast it
alarm
on
about.
the item. Yeah.
So
on the
we
door.
couldn't like counter spell it, could we?
Counterspell? No, because again, there's nobody casting a spell.
Oh.
The spell has already been cast. It's like trying to dispel a magic item. You can't counterspell a magic item.
But like the door face itself is gonna yell.
Yeah. The silent alarm is the equivalent of it about to yell out.
Mm.
You have 15 seconds.
I just don't know what I do. I guess I would like poof back to normal form because I can't fucking cast anything as a rat. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Resets the turn. Temple.
Can I cast a spell magic?
You cast a spell magic. As you cast a spell magic on this door, the Lemanian energies have empowered the stone that this door is made out of. Roll a d20 with your intelligence and proficiency. You need to beat a DC 12 to overcome the natural resistance this door has to magic. Go ahead and pause it if you don't mind.
My intelligence?
Plus your essentially, basically like a spell attack roll essentially,
So it's a D20 with
with your
Proficiency.
intelligence and proficiency.
So plus 2.
Okay, you're easily able to bypass the resistances of this door. What are you trying to dispel? You have the ward, you have the arcane lock that is suppressed, and you have the silent alarm spell that is about to go off.
The silent alarm.
Okay, I don't know what the specifics of
But the
dispel
ward is what connects it to the silent alarm?
The ward, as a wizard, you would know this, that if somebody touched the door, the ward would go off
Oh, so that
violently.
But that already happened then.
No, it's because nobody touched
We
it.
didn't touch the door.
Oh.
Yeah, you dispelled the arcane lock without uttering the passphrase.
Mm.
So that's what's caused the silent alarm to about to go off. So, what is this? The silent alarm even on here? This is not even. Is that?
Why the fuck are we doing it?
I'm sorry, this is purely Ezra lore. I was fully prepared to just go with Malachi for this, but
Okay. So it's third. It's third level.
What is?
The silent alarm. Lower end. Okay. Any third spell or lower ends the target of the target ends. So silent spell ends as you see the mouth go. What do you do?
I see the mouth do what?
It closes.
Oh. But the ward is still there.
The ward is still there, and you have.
And you said if we touch it,
You would know well enough that touching something warded by a glyph of warding will set off the ward.
do I know of any other way to get rid of a glyph or a ward?
Well, because we got rid of those wards outside of that giant.
Yeah, with an arcane check.
Yeah.
But you'd have to touch the door. So you'd have to. This is going to be a
Would you?
high arcane check on Temple's turn. This will be the last thing you do, Temple, if you want.
The only thing I'm confused about is touching the door will automatically make the alarm go off.
So
Or
there's a
silence?
DC. There's a DC check I have in mind. If you roll 5 below that DC check, the ward will go off, and it's higher than the ones at the Titan's place.
Because essentially, and this is just to like iron it out in my brain because I'm stupid. The ward,
I can't touch it.
to disable it, you have to touch the door. But
So-
the reason the ward is there is to go off if someone touches the
Exactly.
door. So if you disable the ward successfully, like
doesn't go off.
it's
So-
okay for you to touch the door.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
disable it. So to be clear, there are two ways to get rid of a ward. There's to get rid of the runic etchings that were put on the door, which somebody with a tremendous amount of magical knowledge would be able to carefully disable the runes needed and disable the ward. Or dispel magic, which just is, and you don't even have to touch it. If Temple is going this route, he risks setting it off if he
Because
rolls
he's
5
touching
below. Exactly.
Can he do dispel magic again with how we're doing things?
Yeah, if you want
Oh,
to.
because it's not based on actions.
Yeah. This is the last thing I'm letting you do.
Let's just use dispel magic.
Alright. I'm wasting spell slots, but
Yeah.
yeah, dispel magic.
Okay. That dispels the ward. The arcane lock is suppressed, and now there are a certain amount of mundane locks. on the
Certain
door.
amount?
He rolled, but he's not gonna tell us what it is.
Ashton, please. Ezra, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go for how many locks? Can I see how many locks there are?
You'd see that there are 2.
There are 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for whatever's closest to me.
Okay.
And then
Roll.
that is
Roll sleight of hand. The DC is 15.
Is it sleight of hand? You told me it was the.
Yeah, the pickpocketing. I'm sorry. Yeah. Not the pickpocketing. The lock picking.
Lock picking.
So that's the D20 plus a dexterity plus.
10. Yeah.
Okay, I said the base was 21.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. You would beat it unless you roll it at 1. So that's an automatic. hit.
14 plus 21, whatever
There you
that is.
Mm-hmm.
And then can I go for the other one?
Go for it.
So 21.
Just roll and make sure you don't roll a
2.
1.
Yeah, you're still fine.
That's all you need. So with that, the arcane lock suppressed still. You push the door open. Go ahead and pause it. Thank you, Ashton. Round of applause for Ashton for being a great timekeeper.
He's the
Time
he's our
keeper wizard.
banner. Like
That's what I was gonna say.
As you open the door,
What the fuck is that?
you see what looks like a metal bowl letting off chemical clouds as it is it's not steam. It is what's the word I'm looking for? Dormant. But something seems to be activating as Ezra, you kind of peek through the door. That will end your turn, Ashton. Now, Malachite. As you all gather around the door, you see this iron bowl beginning to activate. What do all of you do? What do you do, I should say?
well, yeah. Once now that we're in there, it activated. Now that we've
And
opened
you,
the door.
and you didn't use the past phrase, so.
Yeah, so it's anti.
Do we know what that gas is?
That's what I was gonna ask. Does it look familiar?
Is it like
Make a medicine
poison?
check.
Oh, nice. I have expertise in invention.
I'm also proficient in medicine.
18.
It is easily combustible gas that this bowl seems charged to prime.
Will it kill me if I smell it?
No.
Well, I have a mask on my face anyway, so I guess I have a filter.
You have 5 seconds.
I'm gonna walk in a little bit and just hide in the shadows.
Okay. Pause it. Stealth roll.
22.
2. Okay. It does not recognize you
Nice.
as. Go ahead.
Reset.
Reset.
That's it.
And then go. Emma.
I mean, I'm not really stealthy.
You are
I
no
can't
longer
fucking see shit.
Rima.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'd also tell them it's just flammable gas.
No, I thought she turned into.
No, she went.
I turned back. I'm just scared that there are gonna be like traps in here, and if I step into the room, I'm gonna fucking set something off.
There's someone's gonna flick a lighter.
Perception or insight check if you want.
Perception.
As quick as you can.
Shit. 19 plus 10 is 29.
With that perception check,
Plus 10 to
the
I'm a It's my proficiency bonus, and I'm.
The bull is the trap, and no, because this room is not trapped, because the doors are the traps.
Okay.
This is the one.
I'm gonna move further in then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in the hallway. Am I restricted on movement?
Move yourself. No, you're not.
Okay.
Oh.
Put yourself where you want.
Our little tokens down.
Alright.
I'm assuming this is a door right here.
Yes, that is the door. Temple.
How are you going all the way over there? Past the bull?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's no
It
restrictions.
is on
There are no
3 legs right
traps.
now. So,
Okay.
what do you do, Temple?
You can also do it here.
I mean, I guess I'll walk to that door.
And you're gonna walk to the door on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. It has the same dwarven face, stone, eyes closed. Is there anything you do as you walk up to it?
Investigate it.
The door?
Huh?
The door? Or the creature?
Well, can I investigate the creature like over here?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigator. 15, 16.
16. You would recognize this as a House Cannith Gorgon. Basically the bull that releases poisonous gas, but this one is special and it releases flammable gas. And it's about to activate.
Okay, then I'll use the rest of my movement to get to the door.
Okay, is there anything you want to do at the door?
Yeah.
You say it's about to activate? Like it's gonna ignite it?
It's about to turn on.
Oh, I
Wait,
did
can
not
I-
know that.
Well, while I investigate it, there's nothing I can see to turn it off.
No, not with a 16.
Okay.
Okay.
I did not know that. Otherwise, I would have tried to turn it off. I didn't know it was gonna ignite.
What's igniting it?
It is
The door?
releasing this gas, and the
Oh, it's igniting itself.
it's igniting
Okay,
itself.
okay.
It is not damaged. So I'm going to roll that initiative. All right. Now we're in initiative proper. So you can take a break, Ashton. Thank you for very much. Ezra, it is your turn as this Gorgon immediately just
I'm gonna cast Force Cage.
force cage. Okay.
An
What? Go ahead. That is a
immovable, invisible, cube-shaped prison composed of magical force springs into existence around an area you choose within range. The prison can be a cage or a solid box as you choose.
Ignite itself,
It's trapped.
bitch.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna trap it in a solid box.
All right. Yeah, 10 feet wide. Okay.
It might push them out of the way, but like you two, but because you're kind of close to it, but you know.
Yeah. So, yeah, Emma and Temple, you'd both be pushed against the wall as this creature is now force caged.
It says, any creature that is completely inside the cage's area is trapped. Creatures only partially within your area or those too large to fit inside are pushed away. Creature inside the cage can't leave it by any non-magical means. If the creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to leave the cage, it must first make a charisma saving throw. On a success, the creature can use that magic to exit the cage. On a failure, the creature can't exit the cage and wastes the use of the spell or effect.
So you just put it in a box.
Pretty much. And it can't be dispelled by dispel
You
magic.
cannot.
Nice.
Bards get better with age.
That's why I got that spell.
All right. It
Get
is-
boxed, fool.
It is locked away
Noodle
in
in
an
a
invisible cage as Ezra, you like, you all see it like become and tries to release this spout of flame that only rampages through the cage. And since nobody's within, it'll end its turn trying to explode and nothing
Wait,
happens.
can
Would
I
it
move?
not damage itself?
No, it does not damage itself.
Can I move?
Yeah.
What would be my full movement? I don't know. I can't see.
You're here 10, 20, 40, 30.
Is that 30?
You're here 10, 20, 30.
I thought there
Oh,
was
5. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can go up to the door.
Okay. I was like, why are you doing it
Sorry.
in tens?
I don't know. I was thinking in tens. I was thinking about The Sims.
Because it's in 10.
Boo.
Wow, it's not even concentration. You just spent, you did just spend 1,500 gold.
Is that how that works?
Materials, ruby dust worth 1,500 gold.
Damn.
Good thing Ezra's rich.
Mhm.
So you did just spend that, to be clear, but we'll say that that's part of what you bought while going around Greywall.
just swiped that card real hard, didn't you?
But it's not. It doesn't use up the component, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so you can use it again without
Yeah.
spending 15. You just needed to buy that component one time.
I did not know that, admittedly.
Yeah, remember he said that if there's components like money, we were gonna use that. But
Yeah.
things like dust and things we don't need. But
Okay. It spends its turn thrashing and bashing, but otherwise cannot do anything to all of you. As Malachite, it is your turn.
I'll go up to the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right here.
You gotta
Is there anything you
disarm
try to do?
What's
Because
your
it is
arcane?
warded.
The door looks exactly the same as the other one, right?
It does.
I don't have any dispel magic.
Well, no, you can do it with an Arcana check, right? To
If you feel comfortable with that, Malachite.
I'm
Are
asking.
you
I don't know what
proficient in
your
it?
Arcana. Like I'm proficient in it weirdly.
I am.
in Arcana.
I am, because it's intelligence, so I can. But that's only a plus 6.
It,
Mine's a +7 for my Arcana. If I were to try and do it,
I don't feel
you don't want to
comfortable.
risk
I
it,
don't
even with
wanna-
a +6.
I don't want to risk it.
Could I technically help him for his turn?
you
We're in
is
initiative.
help a reaction? I don't think help is a reaction.
Mm.
Yeah, help is an action. So you'd have to spend your action helping Malachite, but yeah, you wouldn't be able to help them right now.
Oh.
I could definitely try.
Could he like prepare an action to help me do it?
You could.
You were after me.
Who's closer?
Emma.
Yeah.
Emma in the temple.
Yeah, I did that. I'd rather do that.
To get rid of the ward?
Yeah, to help you.
You want to help me?
Ezra, you still have a bonus action.
I just like, what am I gonna do on my turn
You trying to tell me to use Bark
Right.
Inspiration?
though? Yeah.
Okay, who? Malachite?
Oh, Emma.
Well, are you gonna do the arcane check?
Well, I can is what because I helped Temple, but Temple's right after me if we want to wait and you give it to him.
I'll give you Bark Inspiration.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah, he'll. I just don't know what I'm gonna do like in the meantime. I guess.
Okay. Emma, it's your turn.
Yeah, that's why I guess, can I hold my action to help Ezra when Ezra picks the locks?
Yeah.
Cool, so then we'll just bypass me. Temple can do the arcane.
Ezra can do the lock.
I don't know if that's a good use of.
We're helping. Yeah.
Okay. Since the Gorgon is put away, we'll go back to infiltration initiative.
Okay.
So, well, actually, yeah, we'll end the round and then go back to infiltration initiative. So, Temple, is your turn. Malachite is helping you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're getting rid of the wall, right?
24.
Did you?
Yeah.
Give me my Bark Inspiration.
I don't think so. I might.
24 is enough to dispel the ward. The silent alarm is still there. As you have touched this door now, its eyes open up and the mouth begins to open. The mundane locks are still there. There's a certain amount, and the arcane lock is still active. Which, Ezra,
I can take care of the arcane lock.
you can. It's a little harder, but you can. So, we'll end that. On the next round, the silent alarm will go off. So, do you want to do time again, or do you want to just okay? So, Ezra,
But it's this thing that if I touch it, will it make the silent alarm?
We already
it's already
touched
it's already
it.
been
Okay,
triggered.
okay,
So
okay.
you can touch it.
So I'm gonna go after the arcane lock.
And I'm
Okay.
helping Ezra
So you get
because that was my action, so you have advantage.
You have advantage.
Okay.
I know you don't really need it, but
Roll another nat 20.
Yeah, they sure did.
That's hot. Love that. Okay.
Alright, 20 plus 21, 41.
That arcane lock is gone. You still have time to get
I'm
the
gonna go
mundane
for the other
locks.
one.
If you aren't going to make a perception check, there are a certain amount of mundane locks.
Okay, let me.
You can just go to them one by one until you
Yeah, I'm
start.
gonna go to them one by one. I'd rather do that.
So first
4
one,
plus 21.
25.
25.
that gets it. Second one,
10 plus 21. 31.
oh wait, so you just rolled a 21. Okay, roll. Okay,
No, I
roll.
rolled a 10 plus 21.
Yeah, you were rolling high enough that you don't need to. You only need to be worried about nat ones. So go ahead and roll again,
5.
and again.
8.
All right, there were 4 locks that time. You have disabled them all. So all that's left now is the silent alarm that's about to go off. Malachite.
Oh my fucking god.
There are no runes for the silent alarm.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna just hold my action and help Ish or help Temple again.
Okay.
I can't do anything here.
Emma.
I don't know what the fuck I would do. I'm just gonna wait for Temple to fucking dispel the fucking silent alarm.
Temple.
I don't feel like there's any other way to get rid
Not
of
for a
it.
silent alarm.
I hate that you're burning through your shit.
I hate that no matter what, we have to touch the door, so it's gonna try to trigger.
Well,
it.
technically, you can use Dispel Magic for the ward, and that doesn't make you touch the door.
No
But
matter
then
what
again,
you
that's
But then to
another.
get rid of the locks, we're gonna have to
You
touch
have to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's gonna have to be used. Which is
Yeah.
stupid. Sucks.
Dispel magic again.
Okay. It's a level 3 spell.
Yeah.
Disables immediately.
Unless there's something that like we're not thinking of.
So you open the door. The Gorgon raging behind you.
How long does that spell last?
An hour, I believe.
Oh,
I'll be able to check.
it's an hour, yeah.
Yeah, it's an hour. As you find another gate
Oh my god.
Behind the door?
behind the door.
There's just one. It says it looked exactly the same.
It is bigger.
It has the,
Maybe.
no, like the fate, nothing
It
else.
still has the face though.
Can I do a
Maybe.
perception check and see if there's any like cracks?
Could I-
or-
Could I talk to it?
It has a password. We need to know the password.
We don't have the.
I thought we knew the password. When
That's the
we...
password.
That's the for the portal.
Which did not work when Ezra tried it.
Oh shit.
Is there anything back in this room that can say anything?
There is a raging Gorgon. There's nothing that you can use now. Go ahead and make a perception check, Emma. Not yet, sorry. I want to see what Emma finds.
14.
14. You see, because this gate isn't super sealed now. You see that there looks to be an additional crack on the other side of this gate.
What do you mean on the other side?
Like basically, past this gate, you can see what looks like a crack that might get you around the gate that's behind this one.
There's a gate behind the gate.
There is.
It's a max security prison, dude.
Lovely girl, don't you do it. Okay. So we'll go back to the initiative whenever you're ready, Ashton. Ezra,
What are we gonna do?
Is it my turn?
it is your turn.
Oh shit.
Because we can't just like force our way through here.
I can't touch this door, right? Because it also has the silent alarms. Oh my fucking god.
Lovely.
Did you already bathe yourself?
I don't have anything that I can use on it. Or can I roll to see maybe if I can think of anything?
Hip? Can I roll a hip?
Sure. Roll an insight check, DC 20.
Bitch. 18.
Damn.
Nope, can't think of anything. As we'll move on to Malachite.
Can I try
Try what?
thinking of something else? Because I just can't. I'm stuck. It's a DC 20.
Yep. Insight check, DC 20.
Insight check?
Insight check.
Okay, that's fine. At least I get
You see that
at
building
least I get
inside?
a plus 10 to it.
A
26.
26.
Nice.
That guard captain probably would have been able to get y'all in.
You're still in your disguise, aren't you?
Remember your
Goblin, huh?
spell.
Mm.
You specifically said it. Until
Yeah,
I tell you.
until I tell them to come back, so I come back.
So you can
They
tell,
left.
no, you can tell just
You
the
could tell
guard
him.
that.
You'd have to go find him.
That's the thing.
See it.
Emma! Oh, jeez.
What if we
Your
just
turn.
blew it up?
No.
Hear me out.
Being that we're in a manifest zone
Mm-hmm.
and that I am proficient in Arcana, could I do an insight check to possibly see if there's an easier way through these gates?
You already know the
I
answer.
don't need to give you an inside check to let you know that. This is a max security prison by the House of Warding, the greatest treasurers and jailers in Corvair, possibly ever on. Like I said,
Fucking
there's
shit.
a possible crack on the other side of this gate, but getting through these gates is never meant to be an easy task. And in fact, the Lemanian Manifest Zone empowers the gates. It is shit. I have been forgetting to have ish roll resistance checks, so.
Glad to see me resistant.
Because the stone is naturally resistant to magic.
Mm.
You got 5 seconds.
Should I even try to break the ward, or should I leave that to you?
It is Temple's turn.
Okay.
It's only if I touch the door. What if I
Only if you touch the door.
The manticore face or whatever?
The,
Or is that
the
part
door
of-
face. That is part of the door.
Sorry, you're the only one who knows to spell magic.
I mean, I already used up all my level 2 spells.
So you start you casting it at a higher level.
He's not gonna do that. Hi. No, help me.
She's ready for her snacks.
I don't know. Can I start ritual casting comprehend languages?
Doesn't that take 10 minutes?
I mean, what's the infiltration for? Like, do we know how much time we have? Is there something that tells us we can't wait in this room for 10 minutes?
No. That's a long time.
I mean, can I not ritual cast it and just cast it as a
Yeah.
spell? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm just gonna cast comprehend languages first level.
Ezra, it is your turn.
I don't fucking know. I can't touch this door.
Doesn't make my tongue hurt.
I don't have anything. I think I was blowing up the door, but I think that's a bad idea.
Okay. Malachi.
It happens so fast, dude. When you cast Pass Without a Trace, you don't turn into smoke, do you?
No.
Is this the last door?
There's one more after this, and we don't even know if there's one after that one.
Well, no, Bree told us there was.
You
So we
Emma
got through the
saw-
one door, there's a gate, and then I saw a crack next to another gate after the one we're in front of.
Didn't Bree tell us how many doors there were?
Only the top level. She doesn't know what this level has.
Oh.
I'm at a loss here. Yeah, I'm just gonna not do anything. I can't do anything here.
Unless we go find Homeboy and tell him to help us.
Emma, it's your turn.
Should I try the arcane lock or no? Like the ward?
You're gonna have to touch it. Then we're gonna have to disable the sound.
Can you do that, or wait, you don't want to do that anymore?
I mean, if I burn through all my spells and we get attacked, I can't do anything.
Yeah. I just don't know what to do now, though. Because even if I wanted to go through the crack, I can't get to it until we get through this gate.
have 20 seconds.
I don't know what to do.
Okay. Temple.
Do I see any writing anywhere?
You see the runes from the runic ward, from the glyph of warning.
The what? Oh.
But it's standard Galifarian rune magic.
Like nothing in the other room that wasn't like dwarvish that I can read now?
Not in the room with the Gorgon in it. If you want to go back to the main chamber, you can.
Yeah, I was gonna go back and try it.
Okay. You would realize that there's some writing on the portal. It's basically just House Kundarak pamphlet speak, just saying, you know, great are the dwarves of the Moor Hold, keeping everything that Corvair doesn't want locked down in the Dread Hold.
We'll walk back. And there's just one gate?
There's one behind this
One behind that one.
No, but I mean just this is one. Because I see 3 doors. Oh, those aren't doors.
Those are like statues or pillars.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna force dispel magic on the glyph.
On the glyph. Okay. You've disabled the glyph. Don't start it yet, Ashton. As you hear a door open on the other side, and 3 guards let themselves in.
Amazing.
All 3 of them are still under the effect of your mass suggestion, as they have somehow let themselves in from specifically that westernmost door. One of them being that guard captain.
You're still
He's-
under your.
Wait, why are they back in here?
Make an insight check.
Because Starling feels bad for us.
19. The original Dwarven Lord went through that door that they all went through. And he must have told them to get back to their posts. The guy that you're pretending to be.
Fuck.
They have noticed that the door is open, but they haven't done anything else otherwise. You have until the end of the round, until they do something. If you would please, Ashton. Go.
Should we go close that door? Because then, if we close the door, does it relock?
Probably.
Maybe we could hear them say the shit. We go,
They have
run,
noticed that the door was open, though.
shut the door, listen
Okay.
to see if they
I guess
say.
we're doing that.
Because that's the phrase is what triggers which lock. Is it the arcane lock or the ward?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I can think of, like, in this moment. Because, like, if we can at least have the phrase to bypass
Sorry about
that part and not worry about the silent alarm, then we can just do the mundane locks, right? Am I incorrect in thinking that?
You might be.
I'm incorrect in thinking that.
Make a fast friend.
Well, I think I'm gonna run over.
Yeah.
This is not gonna go well.
You don't have to do anything I say. I'm just
I'm not
thinking
doing
out
what
loud.
you're, yeah, I'm not doing
Okay.
what you're saying. Hold on, I'm reading.
Yep.
Okay.
You have this one action.
You're like
How many came in through the door?
Sorry.
Jesus.
3, including the captain, so 2 regular soldiers and him. You're like the lady on Wheel of
She
Fortune.
said 3, sorry.
Yeah, that's what
3, yeah.
Houston said.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see them. No wonder.
Where are they?
Very edge.
There we go.
It hasn't been an hour, right?
No, not since you
Okay.
cast Mass Suggestion. It's
Okay.
been about 10 minutes.
Well, mass suggestion is worn off anyway.
It has?
Well, because they completed their task.
But you didn't tell them to come back.
That's
But the other one did, and they don't know the difference.
Yes.
Ah.
So, they are currently investigating, seeing that the door is open. You walk in.
So, but when I was asking for the hours because I still have that spell that they can understand me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I found these doors open. I don't know what's going on. Wait, no. Because I need the fucking. Because if they lead them that way, they're gonna kill us, or they're gonna fight us. Huh?
Unless we hide.
Fuck. Okay. Whatever. Are we still mind linked?
Yes.
No,
Oh wait, no, that's right. That dropped.
You don't have that? I thought you had that.
Only Sarah.
God damn it, you bitch.
And it's only if I can see you.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna tell them to come over. But I think there's somebody in there.
Alright, you see them rush over to you. Do y'all... Okay, so as they're running to you...
Ezra's gonna speak really loudly.
Yeah.
Be like, if there's anyone in there, I hope they're hiding!
Okay, so, Malachite.
I don't think I can do Pass Without a Trace. I think it takes a minute to cast. Hold
Hey, you got one.
on. No, it just says one action, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's an
cast
action.
Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, so you all start ducking behind that table and the Gorgon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which dice I want to roll.
32.
2, you are hidden. Alright, Emma.
God fucking damn it, 13.
Plus anything?
Plus 10, so you rolled a 3.
She did.
God damn.
Alright. Temple.
There
Not
it is.
much better. 16.
16. Let me make sure something.
But I changed back into a rat major.
As you, Emma, you trip as you try to hide behind the table, but otherwise are unnoticed as these three enter the room, start talking in Dwarven. Can you understand, or they can just hear you, right? Yeah.
I
So-
can understand, right?
Yeah.
Did you cast that?
He
Yeah.
did,
He did.
earlier.
But you're not connected to me anymore.
No.
As they say, why is the Gorgon activated but not moving? It's like it's stuck. Okay. Top of the round, Ezra.
I'm gonna come up with some bullshit lie and say I saw something scurry under through that gate.
They'll look at you. Under it?
Not just like a crack. You don't see it?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm so stressed.
Me too.
I've never been this stressed before.
We thought we were stressed when we were
28?
fighting Orlask, dude.
They'll immediately start going around the Gorgon, trying to figure out exactly what you mean by something slipped through there.
The Gorgon came with them?
No,
Yeah, they just move. They're moving around the Gorgon.
Oh, okay.
You're all still hidden.
Well, for the record, I meant like where we were at. We were stuck. That's where it slipped through.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
They'll start looking around the area. As
No,
they-
no, no,
No,
like
here.
the where we were at.
The gate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. That's what I thought.
Okay, sorry.
They are about to walk around the Gorgon. Do you end your turn?
Why?
Alright, Malachi.
No, wait, no. I was gonna say I was gonna do something. Fucking Tim Ish
Sorry.
distracted me. I was gonna do something. I was gonna use Fast Friends just to really solidify.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use it at a. Is that hold on. Fast Friends is a third level spell. I was gonna use it at a 5th, so I can cast it on all 3 of them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell them we should open this and look on the other side and see if there's anyone there.
What's the check?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yikes.
Okay, so the 2 lesser guys fail automatically. And the captain rolls a 13. So they are now your friends. Well,
Yeah, and they have to do whatever task I tell them, pretty much.
for the next like hour.
It is concentration, though. That's the only thing.
Only thing. Choose who you know.
It says while the creature is charmed in this way, it undertakes to perform any services or activities you ask of it in a
For
friendly
up to 1
manner.
hour. Yeah. They all fail. So
Oh,
okay.
lords.
Ashton.
You can set the creature a new task when the previous
Malachi,
task
it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm still hidden. I'm gonna scooch a little closer to the door
Okay.
so I could, I guess, hear them a little better for the trigger word. Just have more ears on it.
Okay. Emma?
Should I rat?
Real quick, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
The cantrip version, so it's just me.
You can cast. Okay, that's just you.
It's
Okay.
just me,
Okay.
Should I do that?
if you want.
I want to go back into a rat and scurry up to Malachi.
Alright. You scurry up to Malachi
And
as he goes invisible.
He's gonna put me in his pocket.
Alright. And Temple.
I'm listening for that pass.
Okay. Also hiding still?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and pause it. At the beginning of the round, they'll be like, "That's the best idea I've ever heard!" Fuck this Gorgon. And we'll run around. These two guys, Temple, where are you hiding?
I'm still.
So we'll say you're under the table.
Yeah.
As these two kind of take up positions around the door, the guard captain will walk up to it, place his hand on the door, and he basically says,
Shamamu.
Shamu?
he says shampoo in Dwarven, which disables the face and the silent alarm, and you see him pull out. Oh, right. No,
Stick out.
he just breaks all the locks with his axe.
He puts it in the mouth.
He
of
pulls
the
out 9 keys and proceeds to
God damn.
and then opens the gate, and then he'll let himself in.
I'm gonna follow behind.
So, Ashton, thank you. Ezra, you follow behind.
Is there any more doors?
This should be the last one as he starts to put his hand on it.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Once you're done here, I need you to go back to the entrance.
Wait,
Like-
we might need him again.
This is the last door.
Till the deep? I don't remember the map because there was like,
There was something past this gate.
Okay.
yeah.
There wasn't another gate according to the map, but there is something past this door.
Okay, whatever. Just keep going.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Malachi?
Tipple's right next to me, isn't he?
Yes.
Can I put him under my coat? Like under my arm? And would that count?
I'm not that short.
Yeah, he's
Hoping
not.
Yeah, he's still a small creature. He's not a tiny
I have a
creature.
19th strength. Can I
I'm
try?
aware you don't have that big a coat.
He's not that small.
You're not gonna crush him.
I'm not gonna crush him, but I
It's
want to
know
like
this is
put my
character
clothes.
token,
like,
but he's not
over
actually
him.
that short.
That would just cause you both to roll at disadvantage.
But is he at arm's length?
Yeah.
I cast invisibility on me.
That would drop your invisibility.
I'll cast it on myself at the same time. So it'll drop mine,
Okay.
and then I'll just invisible myself.
Okay.
It's a second.
Is that in your turn?
Yeah. It's at a second level spell.
Emma?
That sucks, but yeah, that's what it is. Well, Emma's rat. Emma's Remy right now.
Are you wanting to run through that hole, that crack?
Controlling
My
Malachi through
dumbass
his
is gonna
pubes.
get fucking. I don't want to get fucking lost again. I mean, I'm not fucking doing anything else to fucking help. But I mean, if Ezra's gonna be able to get us through, I mean, do I risk it?
Well, my
or-
plan was to invisible him,
Mhm.
and I was gonna follow Ezra behind,
Mhm.
as we're invisible.
Mhm.
And with pass without a trace.
Yeah. Could I do that?
Do what?
No, pass
So,
without a trace
I don't
is
think
still
so.
on.
You can only do one or the
Yeah,
other.
no, pass without trace is gone,
No. I was gonna invisible Temple.
which you already done.
I already did,
And yourself.
and I wanted to move
Yeah, okay.
with Emma in my pocket.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move a little bit behind Ezra.
Alright, stop the timer, please. Go ahead and reset it. What do you do? You just chilling?
I'm just chilling because
Okay.
I don't want to risk getting lost again.
Temple.
Mm,
Thank you, Ashton.
You are now invisible.
invisible. I guess I'll follow.
Okay. You're invisible. We'll say you don't even need to make stealth checks as you both creep by the guards that were placed They seem befuddled.
Oh, they're still there, right?
They're still there, but they're just kind of drooling out of their mouths, not entirely, from the sheer amount of mental magics that they've gone through.
You gave them a mental illness.
You gave them the eyes. Alright, did you do anything, Temple?
No,
Pick her up.
I don't
She's
want to
getting
copy
impatient.
visibility.
Go ahead and pause the timer, please.
No. It's meant to be thoughtful.
You see the guard captain pull out 10 different keys as he disables the ward, says the dwarven word for shampoo, and opens the gate. As he opens the gate, oh, lovely girl.
She said, "Put me down, heathen."
I don't ever hear her now. That's so cute.
She said, "I fucking hate you."
No, she didn't.
Okay. As he opens the gate, he lets himself inside and says, "Have you seen any intruders, Bill? You might need to activate the golems." As the guy inside of the circle looks up at him and then sees you, Ezra, he kind of snaps at a quick salute and says, "No, there hasn't been anybody in here, Sam."
Sam.
Bill and Sam, you could think of names of.
That's the dwarven name. It's dwarven words for Sam and Bill.
Thought he was about to pull out the Mr. Frodo and Sam.
You do see that on either side of this room are 2 currently deactivated House Cannith war golems. One of them with a mounted cannon, the other one with a blade arm.
What the fuck is this place?
Why are we
What,
here?
what about maximum security
No,
prison
I
does
know,
not
it's
get to your heads?
God damn.
At the other end, where that cage is an elevator that leads down into the deep.
Oh my god.
Reset it, please. Ezra, what do you do as Bill and Sam are looking at you expectantly?
Tell Bill, be like, "Hey yo, something's wrong with the Gorgon. Can you go check it out?"
I'm gonna do something stupid, I think. I'm gonna tell him to keep looking around here, but I'm gonna go down the elevator to see if anyone else has gone down.
Make a persuasion check for Bill.
Bill's the new guy, not Sam.
Bill's the new guy.
Bill, what?
19?
19? Alright. He'll just kind of look at you and then Sam and be like, oh, of course, sir.
Beer.
Right? And you'll see him kind of pull a lever and the cage will open up. So we'll say somebody move Ezra into the cage, please.
Ezra's in the cage.
Alright. And Ezra takes their sweet time closing the gate door.
Because
As
we're
we
all
all
following.
follow
Everyone
Ezra.
follows? Okay. Okay. So, reset.
You've been walking on your knees the whole time.
As once you feel like 2 taps on your, just kind of flat by you to let you know that they're in the cage with you, you'll close the cage, and then Sam will kind of give you another nod and then pull the lever again, and the gate will start levitating down.
We have to do this getting
This-
out, y'all.
No, you can do.
Pit goes down 100 feet. The entire pit is lined with
100 feet,
grease.
you say?
Grease.
Grease.
Oh no.
It doesn't take too long, about a minute, until you reach the bottom and you hear a loud as it is completely barren stone halls that just go down before you. Ezra, as you step out of the gate, you see that there is a 1 to the right of you. Over,
It has to be 14, right?
you're looking for prisoner deep 14.
I like how the pit is covered in grease so that if
And
someone
there's-
leaves their cage, they can't climb out of the pit.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't climb out.
Exactly.
I was like, grease fire?
Let's blow this
Somebody
place up.
light a match.
So, is there anything you would like to do while you pass by
I'm gonna-
14 different gates?
I'm I'm gonna put my knees back to the way they were.
Okay. You take a minute and just, oh god, yes.
Your shoes are still taped to your knees.
It takes you a minute to properly stand up.
The music change was unsettling.
Alright, I'll take that back. My thing.
Yeah, Skrelly would not have been able to
No.
make it this far.
Fucked us.
Shit, I almost fucked up.
You almost got lost in the
Twice,
walls.
bro.
Why are the lights off?
It's dark down here.
It was dark down here.
In
Turn
the
the
grease,
light
Turn these lights up.
in the grease tone.
Do you want to?
Sure.
Will the
I'm
camera be
scared.
able to
What?
see? Like,
I'm not worried about the camera. I'm worried about y'all.
For the ambiance.
For the ambiance? Okay.
I don't have dark vision in real life.
Maybe
You
it's
see the TV?
As
Things
you-
are lit up.
Who said that?
As you are walking down this deep, dank corridor, it is quiet. It is too quiet. You pass by these prison cells. You see a balding elven man, blonde hair with a goatee, kind of look up at you and give you all the people's eyebrow. As he kind of gives a little smirk, but otherwise leaves you alone. You pass by an orcish necromancer who has her arms chained behind her back, looking down at the ground, looks up as she sees all of you standing upright.
Well, just Ezra, we're invisible.
And just
still.
Ezra, just sees Ezra walk by and kind of, she makes a sound like she huffs, but you don't hear the sound of the huff. You pass by another one, another gate, another prison, and there is a stone statue inside of it. It looks like a human male with a bit of a beard, well trimmed, but otherwise undiscernible. And finally, you reach Deep 14. It is locked. Probably has an arcane lock on it, Temple. As you look inside, you see a man just laying on the ground, not moving, barely breathing, has a steel mask on his face with a lock on where his mouth would be. You can see his eyes and nothing more, and little slits for him to breathe out of. He wears a red, raggedy, unkept, unclean, who knows how long it's been, t-shirt along with tan pants and boots that look like they haven't been kept for years. You have reached Deep 14. What do you do, Ezra?
The fuck? Does he feel familiar at all? Like, is there any kind of familiarity about this?
There is.
There is?
There is.
I know who this person is.
because you've been told, or because
No.
your deduction skills.
Yeah.
Who are you?
He'll look up, and you'll see his head move almost like a head would move if it was talking, but you don't hear anything. As you look through this cage.
Should I drop the invisibility?
I will. I was thinking about it.
I wonder if there's like cast silence on the area.
Ezra,
Is-
make a wisdom
No, they
saving
have the
throw.
mask.
We get a
Hmm?
With
advantage
the,
on
they have
them,
the
right?
mask with the lock.
But that would
Yeah.
keep them from
Right, because of
speaking.
the hero's
Probably.
feast.
If you have a something pressed to your mouth, you can't speak.
Have you seen
We
Hannibal?
said there's slits in it so they could breathe.
No, yeah, it's like for the
Mm.
You really need to get in that room, Ezra, with a 10. You fail the check, and you need to get in that room. It is overwhelming.
I'm in danger. Okay. And it's locked by what?
You see a mundane lock. That's about it. Maybe an arcane lock, but you can't
Well,
see that.
Is it this need that's super compelling that Ezra is going to have to going to unlock this?
You already have your lockpick in your hands.
Okay. I'm going for it.
Do I sense an arcane lock?
Make an Arcana check.
I can't see my actual dice. So
Yeah, go for it.
I rolled an 8 plus the 21.
Mhm.
11.
11. No, it doesn't look like there's one on there. With your 21, you also notice the arcane lock that's on the door, and you're able to disable it.
Friendly. What'd you say, sir?
with your what was it, a 27?
21 plus 8.
Yeah, you notice the arcane lock that's on the door and disable it as well. That temple did not notice.
Yeah,
I just did both. Or do I roll
Yeah,
again?
both of them are disabled.
Okay.
As you open the gate, you let yourself inside, and immediately the effects of a silence spell overcome you, as you can no longer speak, and you can no longer hear anything. Everyone else that's there, you suddenly breathe out, and you can see your breath.
This is who I think it is.
Yeah.
Ezra, make another wisdom saving throw.
I'm so bad. I don't have good
You have
wisdom.
advantage.
I have a +0.
Yeah, at least you have advantage.
Don't worry, you just need to beat a DC 18.
What the fuck? Both times I rolled. This is what happened.
Roll lucky.
You rolled with advantage?
I did. Both were 5s.
God.
As you approach prisoner Deep 14, he looks up at you, blue eyes, gaunt, starving. You reach down towards the lock. You are all frozen. Not that.
Oh my god.
You are frozen and unconscious. Ashton, Ish, Zeke, can you please leave the room?
Oh my
God.
Not Kirsten?
Not Kirsten?
Kirsten, in your winter form, even as a rat, you are just conscious.
Kirsten got to experience this with me.
As the entire room is covered in ice.
I'm on the same page.
I know who this is.
Good luck.
This is the same person who was in the dream.
It is?
Yep.
Did your life matter?
Yeah.
And they'll stand in the dark. Then they get the curtains and everything.
Like I said, Emma, you are frozen. So you cannot speak. Your eyes can barely move as they burn in the ice. As you hear the sound of ice cracking under footsteps as the Prince of Winter and Winter Frost enters. The jail cell.
The light turned off.
They gotta move. Yeah, there we go. The jail cell is still there, but above you is pure darkness, as if the roof had just disappeared. Behind the Prince of Winter, Prince of Frost, is the Winter Citadel, but it is far away, far, far away. But its presence is still active. He gives you a look, Emma, in your rat form. Gives you a bit of a sneer, but otherwise turns back to Ezra. You are not frozen, Ezra.
Oh, I'm not?
You're not. You still have your faculties. You are cold,
But I am silenced.
but you are not silenced.
No anymore.
As the effects of the jail seem to have been suppressed for now. The Prince of Frost looks at you. So, you just had to come and find him, didn't you? Prince of Karnath. As he just rips off the mask, you see the gaunt face of Caius III in front of you. Looking at you, and only you. This Caius does not even recognize that his mask is turned off, has been taken off. I don't know why you came here, Avalon, but I think it's about time you fulfilled your fate. As he gets down next to Caius, kill him. You know you want to. Make a wisdom saving throw.
And this is the Caius, the one that kept fucking with me, the one that tried killing me, right? No, this is his dad?
This is Caius III. His dad.
Yeah, his dad.
But his dad should be in Karnath, ruling Karnath. In fact, he is, and sending forces against Thrain. And this is not the King Caius III. This is some hollow shell of him.
14.
The 14 you fail. As you feel yourself pull out the foreskinner. As Caius is pushed to the ground by the Prince of Frost. Do it! Kill him. Fulfill what power I gave you. As you wind up. Caius is protected by a giant, draconic wing. Suddenly, you are pushed back, still on your feet. The Caius is still covered as you look up and you see a dragon look down on you. No, a Winarn cannot kill a Winarn. The Prince of Frost, pure hate on his face, raging. What are you doing here, Aryan? You can't be down here. The dragon scoops up Caius and then flies behind you, places him down. I am that which is in the Gwynon blood, the divine right of kings, and the sovereign of law and order, Orion. I am a part of your blood, speaking to you, Ezra. Prince of Frost, no! And then immediately just ice blasting all of you. But the dragon puts down a wing, protecting you. Avalon, fate is not decided by who you were born to be. Fate is not decided by your blood. You are still you, Ezra. Don't let this dragon convince you that you can't be what you want to be. Then you feel at your left foot, Caius has touched you as he grabs a hold of you. Immediately, he seems to almost... Finally. You are in the forests of your hometown in Karnath. You are lost. You're not sure where you are, where your parents are, but the trees are so thick and it's getting dark, Caius. You look up and you see a masked man with a cloak that seems to shapeshift, constantly moving. He just kind of reaches out to you. Come with me. I'll take you home, little one. But as you reach out and grab his hand, you realize that you are surrounded by these tall, blue, like elves, spears pointed at you. It seems we won't be going home quite yet. But don't worry, their king is such a nice man. I'm sure he'll treat you with the utmost respect as a fellow prince, fellow royalty in Eberron. The scene changes. You are before the Prince of Frost, and this man next to you. The man steps up to the Prince of Frost. I present to you a hero, as he waves over to you. And you try, in your little princely regalia, to stand up straighter before this ice-cold king, who only looks at you.
And I'm Caius, you said, or?
You are Caius the Third, the Small. He looks down at you and smiles. You have shown me a hero, traveler. I will show you a tragedy. You snap back into the prison. You look down. Caius is no longer there. Ezra, you have seen, Emma, you've seen that Caius and Ezra have merged. And Ezra has become Caius the Third.
Like, looks like him?
Exactly like him. The large dragon, Aryan, stops protecting you as the winds have stopped. You are Winarn in blood. It is your duty to guide this land and lead it. But you must make a choice between me or this prince. Check your Discord. As the prince seems to fade away almost, anger still crossing his face, the dragon fades into Ezra's body. Do you change back into Ezra? Do you keep Caius's form?
I think they'd be too shocked to do anything right now.
Okay. The ice melts. All right, y'all go back.
We were stargazing.
The ice melts.
We saw Mars, we saw Venus.
shit, Ish whipped out his penis.
The ice melts. Is all of you see that Ezra is transformed into Caius the Third.
Not the fourth.
I know. Yeah.
And that's honestly a really good place to end the session.
Really?